I'm Stephen Riley, Director of the Speed Art Museum, here to welcome you to the third annual and first all-virtual Art of Bourbon auction benefiting the Speed Museum, our exhibits, and our statewide mission. The Art of Bourbon began 2 years ago when two threads came together at one moment. The first was around our own mission. The Speed Museum was founded in 1927 by Hattie Bishop Speed with a radical idea that she could expose everyone and invite everyone to enjoy all of the world's great art here in Louisville. Today, this is our mission. At the Speed Museum, we invite everyone to celebrate art forever. And after I became director, I tried to figure out how we could do more ambitiously fulfill our mission as the state's largest and oldest art museum. So we started taking our education programming on the road and covering counties and schools from eastern to western Kentucky. We gathered our first support group, the Commonwealth Circle, people from all around the state who want to support this great museum and its mission. And we began an endless series of exhibits that celebrate all of the diverse and gorgeous arts of Kentucky, reflecting this state at the Speed back onto itself. At the same time, I started looking at our fundraising efforts, which include what is this community's largest, oldest, and most successful fundraising event, the Speed Ball. But at that event and others, we don't have an auction. We don't raise more money from people we invite to those events. And I was noticing how around the country, a lot of art museums were using auctions of fine and rare wines to raise money to support their missions. And I thought maybe we could put together Kentucky's greatest art museum with Kentucky's greatest product, bourbon. And thus was born the Art of Bourbon, and what is now our second most successful fundraising event of the year. This year, it's supporting a great series of exhibits, including the monumental Andy Warhol Revelation, here until the Sunday after Thanksgiving. But also Kentucky-themed exhibits like the two exhibits under the name Shaker Commonwealth, one called Careful, Neat, and Decent that shares furniture and design works in the design philosophy of our two great Shaker communities at Pleasant Hill and South Union. The other, a video installation by the artist Mariam Ghani and a partnership with the Louisville Ballet, dancing and expressing a sense of place at that beautiful place we call Shakertown. And finally, Loose Nuts, Bert Hurley's West End story celebrating an artist who was not known during his lifetime, with a 130-page gorgeous hand-illustrated novel for, again, an artist who died 50 years ago and is getting his first museum now and reflecting the West End of Louisville here at the Speed. Your support tonight will also support the next exciting year of exhibits at the Speed, including another blockbuster called Isabelle de Borschgrave, Fashioning Art from Paper, where an amazing Belgian artist looks at paintings from the ages and turns the fashion in those paintings into sculptures, sculptural dresses and clothes made of paper. And also Collecting a Love Story, a Louisville story about the great contemporary art and glass collection of Adele and Leonard Light, spread across this museum beginning early next year. So thank you. Every dollar you spend tonight, every bottle you buy makes a difference for our mission and our ability to serve this great state. And before we start, I want to thank the sponsors without whom we would not be able to put on tonight's event. The first is our lead sponsor, the Glenview Trust Company. Thank you for supporting us in person and now for a virtual auction in 2020. And also the local law firm, Kaplan, Johnson, Abate, and Bird is here again for the second year. Thank you guys for your loyal support. We had a great pregame party tonight, and it's the third year Hell or High Water has sponsored us. I hope you join to watch cocktail making from Louisville's great speakeasy, Hell or High Water. And we want to thank our loyal friends from Northern Trust who hosted their own pre-event gathering and cocktail making for their clients and contacts. One of the great things about this event is it gathers support from nearly every single distillery in our great state, large and small, and we want to thank all of you for every contribution that is going to make tonight's event a big success. One more story about how this event began. I was inspired by a very successful auction we had all online for a Derby box. 2.5 years ago, we sold a single box for almost $48,000. And we did it through a great partner named Bill Menish. And it was after that, when I thought about our mission and I thought about Kentucky's identity as the home of the Speed and the home of bourbon, I said to Bill Menish, Bill, do you think somebody could own the role as the host of the nation's premier nonprofit bourbon auction? Bill Menish said, let's do it. And that's why we're here for the third time tonight. I want to welcome you again and turn this over to Bill for the third annual Art of Bourbon auction. Help us make it the biggest yet. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Stephen. Welcome, everyone, to the Art of Bourbon. We're so thrilled to have you here. You're joining us virtually from all over the country, and we want to say thank you and welcome. You know, the Art of Bourbon is so much fun. We're normally in this room, and I've got a team of production people. Let's hear from them. We'll hear from them throughout the night. Hey, guys, make some noise. All socially distancing, not too many people, don't worry. But we always want to make this as fun as we can, and there's no reason that this virtual version can't be as fun. I know you're sitting at home right now, and I hope you've got your favorite beverage, which of course is bourbon. I don't care whether you have it neat or over ice, but sit back, relax, and have a blast, because the Art of Bourbon is as much fun as it is the good that comes from it, thanks to you. We couldn't bring this event to you without the thanks of our sponsors. We mentioned them a moment ago, but we'd like to again, our presenting sponsor, Glenview Trust, and many more that we will introduce to you a little bit later. So thank you so much for your support of the Speed Art Museum. Now, before we begin, we would like to cover our terms and conditions for this sale. First off, if you are a winner of a lot in tonight's auction, your phone will ring immediately after you've been named the winner. Do me a favor, answer that call, because it's someone from the Speed Museum verifying your credit card information. So make sure you do that. More on our terms now. A 13% buyer's premium will be added to every purchase. But note, when we get to our mission moment later in the evening, we will not be charging that 13% buyer's premium. 100% of your donations to the Speed Art Museum will go to the Speed Art Museum. Back to the terms. All items are sold as is, where is, and all sales are final. Menish Productions makes no representations. In no event shall Menish Productions be held responsible for having made or implied any warranty of merchantability or fitness for a particular purpose. Bidder shall have sole judge of value. Menish Productions will not be responsible for any errors or omissions in the description of the merchandise unless it is a material and intentional misrepresentation of the item itself. Bidder agrees that everything is sold as is and that they may not return any of the items that are purchased. Menish Productions is providing internet online service as a service to the bidder. Bidder acknowledges and understands that this service may or may not function correctly during the auction. Under no circumstances shall bidder have any kind of claim against Menish Productions or the Speed Art Museum or anyone else if the internet service fails to work correctly before or during tonight's auction. Menish Productions will not be responsible for any missed bids from any source. Menish Productions reserves the right to withdraw or recatalog items in this auction. When you win a lot, you are responsible for your bourbon. Depending on your residence, you may be eligible for shipping options, but no shipping is guaranteed. By bidding, you agree to handle any shipping or travel to pick up your purchase from the Speed Art Museum. By bidding at this auction, you show that you agree to these terms and conditions. If you do not agree with them, do not bid here tonight. Finally, all proceeds raised tonight go to support the incredible exhibitions at the Speed Art Museum, allowing them to invite everyone to celebrate art forever. Thank you in advance for your participation tonight, and if everybody's ready, let's get started. Here we go. It's the Art of Bourbon, and we have our first item. It's Lot 1. It's the Peerless Vertical, an incredible collection of 5 bottles from Kentucky Peerless Distilling in Louisville. The 5 bottles are all signed by the master distiller Caleb Kilburn and Corky Taylor. The bottles that you see there so beautifully shown are the Single Barrel Bourbon Nectar, Single Barrel Bourbon Grilled Fruit, Single Barrel Rye Old Mole, Single Barrel Rye Aged Absinthe, partnership with Copper and Kings on that one, and the single barrel rye flambe. Good luck finding all 5 of these anywhere unless you look right here tonight. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is now time for you to bid. Let's open it up. What do you say? Who'll go $100 here? Would have bid 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. $100 now 9. 909 would have been 9 of the 9, bid 9 of the 9, bid 9 of the 9, bid 9 of the 9 would have been 9. There's $1,000. Thank you. Now 11. 1100 now 11, bid 11 now 11, bid 11 now 11, bid 11 now 11, bid 11 now 11. Our bids are coming in from Montgomery, Alabama. We are in Minnesota, New Hampshire. $1,200. Thank you. How about 14? Would you go 1400 now 14? Would have been 14 now 14 would have been 1400. 1400 now 14 now 14 now 14 would have been 14 now 14 would have been 14. $1,400 would you bid it? Jason, come on back in. 1400 now 14. I'm at 12. 1400 now 14. We're going to sell it. $1,400 now here would have been 12. 1200 is bid. Would have been 1400. 1400 once, twice, third and final time. Sold our first item for $1,200. Congratulations. That was sold to Lund's paddle number 583. Congratulations, the winner of our first item tonight. We got to make a little bit of noise now that the first one is under our belts. All right, here we go. Lot number 2, it's the Yellowstone and Lux Row bottles and experiences. We're going to have several great experiences in tonight's program. Here's one. A one-of-a-kind package from 2 Central Kentucky distillers. A tour of Lux Row Distillery in Bardstown, combined with a rare Lux Row 12-year bourbon and an Old Ezra 7 barrel-strength bottle. Head down to Lebanon for cocktails on the porch with Master Distiller Steve Beam at Limestone Branch Distillery and receive 3 bottles of Yellowstone Experimental Collection, all signed by Steve. And I love it. We have an opening bid of $500. $500 would have been 6. 600 now 6 would have been 6. 600 now 6, bid them on 6 would have been 6, 7. 700 now 7, I'm bid 6 now 7. 7 now 7, get them on 7 would have been 7. 700 now 7 would have been 7. 7 would have been 7. Now 8. 800 now 8 would have been 800. 800, 800, 800, 800. Now $800 where? Here's $700 bid. Would you go $800? 800 now 8 would have been 8. 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 Now 8. Now 8. Now 8 would have been $800. I'm at $700 here. We're going to sell it 800. $800 now 8. $800 now 8. 800 now 8 would have been 8. Now 8. 800 now 8. 800 now 8. And sold it. $700. Sold for $700 in Florence, South Carolina. Paddle number 363. Congratulations at $700. Lot number 3. All right. Oh, let me stop down for a second. I love working with the folks at Proxy Bid. There is almost no delay, almost none. But you have to expect that there could be a tiny bit. So I don't want you to wait to the last second and think you're going to sneak in there, because that's how you lose out on a bid. So don't do that. And secondly, I want to remind you, if someone's ringing you and you just won either lot 1 or 2, answer your phone, please, and thank you very much. Here we go. Lot number 3. It is the Smooth Ambler Vertical and Kobe bottle. 4 amazing bottles from Smooth Ambler. Old Scout Bourbon Single Barrel, Old Scout Rye Single Barrel, Contradiction Bourbon, and a bottle from the private selection of Kobe, Kentucky's original black bourbon enthusiast. I love it. Here we go. We have an opening bid of $300. $300 now 4 would have been 4 now 4 would have been 400 now 4 would have been 4 now 4 would have been 4. I'm bid $300 now 4. Get them on 4 would have been 4 now 4 would have been 4. 300 is bid. 400 now 4 would have been 4. 400 now 4 would have been 4. We have Baltimore, Maryland watching, Louisville, Nashville, Prospect, Kentucky just down the road. Also North Carolina. Would you go 400 now 4 would have been 4 now 4 would have been 400. I'm bid 3 now 4 would have been 4 now 4 would have been 4. $400 now 4 would have been 4 now 4. And Fred Middick looks like made this donation. Thank you, Fred. We'll be hearing from him several times throughout the night. We're going to sell this bottle unless you bid right here, right now. $300 is bid. Would you bid 4? 400 now 4 would have been 4. 400 now 4 now 4. Last call, 400. Sold it. $300 right here. Paddle number 690. Oh, no, that is Fred that is the winning bidder. Fred, invite me over. Good job. I like it. Congratulations. All right, moving on. My buddy Fred. We're going to, again, hear from him momentarily. This is flying through. Here we go. Lot number 4 is our next lot. Castle and Key exclusive barrel tasting experience is our next item. Look at this. The team at Castle and Key began to resurrect the historic Old Taylor Distillery in 2014. While the bourbon has not yet been released, this is the opportunity for you and 7 friends to preview whiskey before it even hits the market. Your unique experience will be led by the brand ambassador and blender Brett Connors and will include a tour of the historic grounds Unbelievable opportunity. Lot number 4, Castle and Key exclusive barrel tasting experience. All right, what do you say? Start the bidding. $100 where? Would have been 100 now, 100 bid, 100 now, 100 bid, $100 where? There's 100 now, 2 would have been 2 now, 2 would have been 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, $600 now, 6, 7, 700, 8, 800 now, 8 would have been 8 now, 8 now, 8 would have been 800. I'm at 7 here now, 8 now, 9, 900 now, $9,000 now, 11, 1100 now, 11 bid, 11 now, 11 bid, 11 now, 11 bid, 11 now, 11 bid, 11 now, 11 bid, would have been $1,100, $1,100 would have been 11, $1,100 would have been 11. I'm at 1,000 now, 11 would have been 11 now, 11 would have been 11, $1,100. I'm bid $1,000 looking for $1,100. Would you bid it? Several people that are watching all the way out in California, couple people here from Kentucky. Are you going to go 1,100? 1,100. I'm 1,000 now, 11 would be 11 now, 11 bid, 11 now, 11 bid, 11, 1,100 now, 11. Couple of you are watching. We can tell. Are you going to click the bid before we move on? I have $1,000, 1,100, 1,100. There's 11 now, 12. 1,200 now, 12. Get them on 12. Would have been 12. $1,200. I'm at 1,100 here now. 1,200. Where would have been 1,200? $1,200 now. 12 would have been 12 now. 12 would have been 12. 1,100 is bid now. 12. Come back in, Prospect. Come back in, Grand Island, New York. Solmer, I can't say it right. California, you are in the lead right now at $1,100. Would you go 12? 1,200 now, 12 would have been 12 now, 12 would have been 12 now, 12 would have been 12. I'm at 1,100 and we're going to sell it. 1,100, last call, and sold it. $1,100 to Grand Island, New York, paddle number 377. Paddle number 377. Congratulations on that item. Yeah. All right, here we go. Lot number 5 is coming up next. I hope you're sipping. I hope you're enjoying. I hope you're nice and comfortable. We have some great items, including this one. It is a Weller Vertical. Man, good luck finding this one anywhere else. This uber popular wheated bourbon absolutely can be yours, and it includes a Weller 12, a Weller Antique, a Weller Special Reserve, and a Weller Full Proof. It is your Weller Vertical, and I love it. We are out the gates on this one with $1,500 bid. Would you go $1,750? $1,750, 50 bid about $1,750, would have been $1,750, 50 would have been $1,750. I'm bid $1,500 now, $1,750, 50 would have been $1,750, would have been $1,750. $1,500 bid would have been $1,750 now, 2. 2,000 now, 2. Thank you, $2,250. Now 25. 25 would have been 25 would have been 25. $2,250 is bid now, 25. Come back in, Louisville. Come back in, Louisville. Gallatin, Tennessee. I'm at $2,250 would have been 25. 25 would have been 25. Get them on 5 would have been 25. Now 3. 3,000 now, 3 would have been 3. 3, $2,750. Thank you. Now 3. 3,000 now, 3. Bid them on 3 to bid 3. Now 3 would have been 3. Now 3. I'm bid $2,750 now. $3,000. Where would you bid it? $3,000. $3,000. G Pope. Are you going to bid it? We've got somebody in Longboat Key, Florida. Are you going to bid it? I'm at $2,750 looking for $3,000. Campbellsville, Kentucky is in the lead. $2,750, 50 would have been $3,000. $3,000. We're going to sell it right here. Don't wait to the last second. $2,750 is bid. $3,000 is what we're looking for. Would you bid it? Last chance, last and final call. Sold it for $2,750. Thank you very much, Tara in Campbellsville, Kentucky, bidder number 655. All right. Whew, we are off and running. This next one is really special. It is lot number 6. It's the Old Tailor 1960. Now, to learn more, here is the host, author, and bourbon aficionado, Mr. Fred Minnick.
And here we have an Old Tailor from the 1960s. Now, here's an interesting fact about this, is that it's 86 proof. And I dare say that this is probably the best product, best series of products at 86 proof in bourbon history. This was coming from a parent company called National Distillers that no longer exists, but they were bottling their stuff at 86 proof, and there was nothing on the market that tasted with as much flavor as them at such a low proof. And to this day, there really hasn't been a product to come out in the bourbon scene, minus maybe Evan Williams Single Barrel, that has so much flavor at 86 proof. And so when you get this, you're tasting a little bit of bourbon history, and I'd appreciate it if you called me so I can have a dram with you. Cheers.
All right, Fred, thank you very much. One of Fred's several appearances throughout the night, and I found out how to say Sylmar, California, because they're watching right now. We do have an opening bid on this incredible 1960 Old Taylor of $900. I'm going to make the first one easy. Get us to 1,000. Thank you. Now $1,250. $1,250, would have been $1,250. Now $1,250, would have been $1,250. $1,500. $1,500, now $15, would have been $15. Now $15, would have been $1,500. I'm at $1,250, now $15. $1,750, now $2. $2,000, now $2, would have been $2. $2, now $2,250. $2,250, $50, would have been $2,250. We can do it now, $2,250. 2,000 is bid, now $2,250. $2,250, 50 would have been $2,250, now $2,250. $2,250, I'm at 2,000, now $2,250, now $25. 25 and if I've been 25, would have been 25, now 25. Let's go to 3. Go ahead and jump them to 3. This is worth every penny. $3,000 would you bid it? 3,000, now 3 would have been 3, now 3,000, now 35. 35 and if I've been 35. 35, 35, 4. 4,000, now 4 would have been 4. 4,000, now 4, get them on 4 would have been 4, now 4 would have been 4. Oh, we've got a couple in Louisville, Kentucky, Nashville, Tennessee, and Sylmar, California. Close? Okay, here we go. $4,000! 45! Now 5. 5,000, now 5. Get them on 5, would have been 5. 5,000, now 5 would have been 5. Now 5 would have been 5. 4,500, go 5,000. Go 5,000. Here we go. $5,000 would you bid it? 45 is bid, would have been 5. 5,000, now 5 would have been 5. Now 5 would have been 5. Now 5 would have been 5. $5,000, you can do it. 4,500 is bid. $5,000. It's from 1960. It's an Old Taylor. Go 5,000. 5,000. Hit him with 4750. See if we can get one more. 4750, 50 would have 4750. I'm at 40. 4750, now 5. 5,000, now 5 would have been 5. 5,000, now 5250. 5250 would have been 5250. 5250, 50 would have been 5250, would have been 5250. $5,000, looking for 5250. Would you bid it? 5250, now 55. 55 and 5 been 55 and 5 been 55. 5,500, would you bid it? 5,500 is all, would have been 5,500. 5,500, 5,500. 5,500, Louisville, you started this. Don't let it end. You got to keep it going. 55, now 6. $6,000, we can do it. 6,000, now 6. What do you at 6? Nashville, Tennessee in the lead. Louisville, come back in. 5,500, now 6. $6,000. 65, now 7. 7,000, now 7. Bid on 7, would have been 7. 7,000, now 7 would have been 7. 7 would have been 7. Now 7 would have been 7. 7,000, now 7 would have been 7. 7, get them on 7 would have been 7. $7,000, it's only money. They print it every day. $7,000, will you do it? $7,000. $7,000. $7,000. Don't worry, your spouse will never find out. $7,000. 7,000. I bet 650, 6,500 that is. Now 7,000. All right, 6,750 before we say goodbye. 6,750. 6,750. Would you bid it? 6,750. 50 bid them on 6,750. Would you bid it? 6,750. Going once. Going twice. 6,750. Third and final time. Sold it for $6,500. Woo! Paddle number 530 from right here in Louisville, Kentucky. Nicely done. Brian, great job. Thanks to Brian from Proxy Bid doing a great job over there, heading up those changes in our bids as we go. Well done. Here we go, lot number 7. It's the Whistle Pig Duo. 2 of the finest bottles that Whistle Pig has ever produced. They are beautifully packaged and include a bottle of Whistle Pig 18-year double malt rye and the Boss Hog edition, the Samurai Scientist, which is the first American whiskey finished using Japanese barrels. This is so cool. It is the Whistle Pig Duo. And thank you for prospecting at $1,000. What do you say? Who go 1250, 50 would have been 1250, now 1250 would have been 1250. 1250, 50 bid them on 1250 would have been 1250, 50 would have been 1250. 1250, 50 would have been 1250, would have been 1250. I'm at 1,000 now 1250. Thank you now 1,500. 1,500 now 15 would have been 15. Come on 1,500 would have been 15 now bid about now 1,500 now 15. 1,500 now 15. 1250 bid now 1,500. $1,500 would you bid it? Tara, come back in. 1,500 now 15 would have been 15. $1,500. It looks like Nashville is the only one hovering right now. Am I seeing that right, Brian? Nope. Jason just came back in from Minnesota. 1,500, thank you. Now 1,750. 1,750, 50 bid them on 1,750. 1,750 would have been 1,750. Nashville, come back in. 1,750. 1,750. 1,750, 50 bid them on 1,750 would have been 1,750. I'm at 1,500 here. Now 1,750 where would have been 1,750? 1,750, yes, now 2. 2,000 now 2, bid them on 2 would have been 2, now 2. 2,000 now 2, come on 2, now 2 would have been 2, now 2. 2,000 now 2 would have been 2. Nashville, come back. 2,000 now 2, get them on 2 would have been 2, now 2 would have been 2. Campbellsville, come on, 2,000 now 2 would have been 2, now 2 would have been 2. $2,000, are you going to bid it? $2,000, don't let it get away. 1,750 is bid. $2,000 where? Get them on two, would it be two, now two, would it be two. $2,000, here we go. We're going to close it out. This is your final call at $1,750, looking for $2,000, and I have sold it for $1,750. Thank you, Nashville, Tennessee. Bidder number 211. All right, lot number 8. Here we go. It's a great one. It's the Elijah Craig Trio. The history of Elijah Craig is the history of bourbon. Often called the father of bourbon, we have an incredible trio of new releases from Heaven Hill. They include the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Batch B250, Elijah Craig's new Toasted Barrel, Elijah Craig 18-year-old Single Barrel as well. That makes up the Elijah Craig Trio. And here we go. $1,000 is bid. Would you bid $1,500 now? 15. Would have been 15 now? 15. Would have been 1,500 now? 15. Would have been 15 now? 15. Would have been 1,500 now? 15. Would have been 1,500. 1,500 now? 15. Would have been 15 now? 15 now? 15. Would have been 15. How about 1,250? 1,250 would have been 1,250. 1,250, 50 would have been 1,250. How about $1,000 here would have been 1,250. 1,250, 50 would have been 1,250. 1,250 would have been 1,250. Come on, Alabama. 1,250, 50 would have been 1,250. Fort Wayne, come back in. 1,250, 1,500 now 1,750. 1,750, 50 would have been 1,750. Longboat Key, Florida is in the lead. Come on, Louisville, back in at 1,750. 1,750, 50 bid on 1,750 now. 50 now 1,750. 1,750 would have bid it. I'm at 1,500 would have been 1,750. 1,750. 1,500 is bid. 1,750 where? We're going to sell it. I'm at 15. 1,750. Come back in, Louisville. 1,750. Your last chance is right here, right now. And I have sold it for $1,500. Thank you, Longboat Key, Florida. Sold for $1,500. Lot number 9. I hope you're following along at home. You've got the digital pamphlet of what the catalog of everything we're selling here. Beautifully done. The Speed Art Museum outdid themselves in preparation for tonight's event. Matthew and his team are absolutely amazing. Here we go. Lot number 9, the Colonel E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof and Weller Full Proof, a dynamic duo of rare Buffalo Trace bourbon from Old Town Liquors Private Select. This incredible lot includes the Colonel E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof and the Weller Full Proof. Such a dynamite duo. This could be yours. Here we go. We have an opening bid of $900. Let's level it out and go to 1,000. Would you bid 1,000 now? 1,000 bid $1,000 where? Would you bid 1,000? We got a lot of people looking. All right, now let's jump at 1,250. Thank you. Now 15. 1,500 now 15. Would have been 15 now 15. Would have been 15 now 15. 15 now 1,750. 1,750 would have been 1,750. I'm at 1,500 now 1,750. Houston, Texas, come on back in. Nashville's here. And is that Massachusetts? Love to see you. All right, here we go. I'm at 1,500 now, 1,750. 1,750, 50 bid them on 1,750. Get them on 1,750. 1,750 now 2. 2,000 now 2 would have been 2. 2,000 now 2 would have been 2. Now 2 would have been 2. Now 2 would have been 2. 2,000 now 2. Get them on 2 would have been 2. Now 2 would have been 2. I'm at 1,750 with Nashville, Tennessee. He's already been a winner. We want him to keep winning, but let's bid him up a little bit, everybody. It's for a great cause. Who'll do 2,000? 2,000 now 2 would have been 2. Now 2 would have been 2. I'm at 1,750 now 2. 2,000 now 2 would have been 2. Now 2. Longboat Key is back. Come back in. 2,000 now 2, bid them on 2, would have been 2, now 2. 2,000 now 2 at 1,750 now 2. 2,000 now 2 would have been 2, now 2, bid them on now 2. $2,000, we're going to sell it. There's 2,000. Now 2,250. 2,250, would have been 2,250. 2,250, 50 would have been 2,250. 2,000 is bid, now 2,250. 2,250 would you bid it. 2,250, 50 would have been 2,250. 2,250, 50, get them on 2,250, would have been 2,250. 2,250, Nashville, thank you. Now 25. 25 would have been 25. 25 would have been 25. Get them on 5 would have been 25. 25, 5 would have been 25. Would have been 25. 25 would have been 25. 25 now 5 would have been 2,500. I'm at 2,250. There's 25. Now 2,750. 2,750, 50 would have been 2,750. 2,750, 50 would have been 2,750. Longboat Key in the lead. Nashville, Louisville, Mound, Gallatin, Tennessee. Who's going 2750 first? 2750, 50 would have been 2750, would have been 2750. 2750, get them on 50, would have been 2750. I'm at 25. 2750 would have been 2750. Here we go. We're going to sell it. Longboat Key is in the lead at $2,500. Not anymore. 2750, now 3. 3,000 now 3, would have been 3, now 3 would have been 3. 3,000 now 3, now 3 would have been 3, now 3 would have been 3. 2750, Longboat come back in. We've got Nashville in the lead. 2750, look looking for 3. 3,000 now 3, get them on 3 would have been 3, now 3 would have been 3. 3,000 now 3 would have been 3. 3,000 now 3 would have been 3. 3,000 I'm at 27.50 now 3, we're going to sell it. Here we go, $3,000 and we have it. Thank you. Now 32.50. I'm bid 32.50, 50 bid at 32.50. 32.50, 50, get them on 32.50 would have been 32.50. We're at 3 now 32.50. 32.50, 50 would have been 32.50. 32.50, would you bid it? 32.50. Here we go. We're going to close it out. Don't wait till the last second. I'm bid $3,000, 32.50. Here we go. Last and final call. And I have sold it at $3,000. Congratulations, Longboat Key. Paddle number 732. All right. I think we're all going to need to make a trip down to Longboat Key. This guy's stocking up. All right, here we go. Lot number 10, ladies and gentlemen. It's Bardstown Bourbon Company Sign Bottle and Experience. The Bardstown Bourbon Company is a new blend of bourbon maker, pushing the boundaries through innovation while honoring the traditional art of making whiskey. You will enjoy a VIP tour and dinner for 4 at the BBCO Kitchen and Bar, along with this gift basket that includes signed bottles from Master Distiller Steve Nally. The Bardstown Bourbon Company Sign Bottles and Experience. Who's going to open us up here? What do you say? Anyone at 200? 200 now 2 would have been 2. 6, thank you. 8. 800 now 8 would have been 800 now 8 would have been 800. 800 now 8 would have been 800. 800, 800, 800 now 8. 800 now 1,000. $1,000 where would have been 1,000. $1,000 now 1,000 but 1,000. 1,000 I'm at 8 now 1,000. $1,000 there it is. Now 1,250 now 1,500. 1,500 now 15. 15 now 1,750. 1,750 would have been 1,750. 1,750 50 would have been 1,750. I'm at 1,500 now 1,750. 1,750 Chicago come back in. Campbellsville you're in the lead. 1,750 would have been 1,750. 1,750 again. Come on, 1,750 would have been 1,750. 1,750. Come on back. 1,500 is bid. 1,750. Now 1,750 would have been 1,750. This has been all the bidding between our Chicago bidder and our Campbellsville, Kentucky bidder. And there we go. Campbellsville is back. It's 1,750 now 2. 2,000 now 2 would have been 2. 2,000 now 2 would have been 2. Now 2 would have been 2. 2,000 now 2 would have been 2. Now 2 would have been 2. Now 2 would have been 2. 2,000 I'm at 1,750 now 2. 2,000 now 2 would have been 2. Now 2 would have been 2. Now 2 would have been 2. 1,750. We've got Chandler, Arizona jumping in here. I'm at $2,000. Thank you. Campbellsville, you're back. All right, here we go. 2,250 where? 2,250, get them on 50-50 would have 2,250. I'm at 2,000 here now. 2,250 where? 2,250 50 would have 2,250. 2,250, 2,000's bid now 2,250. Campbellsville is in the lead. Chandler, come back in. Chicago, Fort Wayne, we see you. Who's going to bid 2,250? 2,000 is bid. 2,250, 50, get them on 2,250, we'll do 2,250 before we sell it. We're going to sell it out. Nope, we got it. 2,250, now 25. 25 at a vibe at 25 at a vibe at 25. It's right here, bid is right here in Louisville, Kentucky. What about Minnesota? I see ya. Arlington Heights, Illinois, and Chicago. Who's going 2,500? 2,500 now 25 at a vibe at 25. 25 at a vibe at 25 would have been 25 at a vibe at now 25. 2,500 I'm bid $2,250. Would you bid 2,500? 25 out of 25 at a vibe at 25 would have been 25 at a vibe. Get them on 25. 2,500 we're going to sell it. $2,500. Here we go. Don't wait till the last second because it's almost gone. 2,250 bid, 2,500, and I have sold it for $2,250. Congratulations, paddle number 298 from Louisville, Kentucky. Lot number 11. Here we go. Oh, this is so popular. It's the Michter's Rye Vertical. I can't believe it. This is what an opportunity. Enjoy an incredible lineup of Michter's Rye. They're all signed by Master Distiller and Master of Maturation. Michter's US 1 Rye, Michter's 10-year Rye, and Michter's Toasted Rye, all included in this great vertical, and we have a bid of $600. 600 now 7 would have been 7 now 7 would have been 7 8 9 now $1,000. $1,000 now 1,000 bid $1,000 where? $1,000 would have been 1,000. $1,000 now 1,000 bid 1,000 now 1,500. So 1,750 now 2. 2,000 now 2 would have been 2 now 2 would have been 2. 2,000 now 2 get them on 2 would have been 2 now 2 would have been 2. 1,750 is bid now $2,000 where? We're with Minnesota at 1,750. Louisville, I see ya. Couple of Louisvilles, Clear Lake, Arlington Heights, who's going to go 2,000 now 2 would have been 2 now 2 would have been 2. 2,000 now 2, get them on 2 would have been 2 now 2 would have been 2. 2,000 now 2, Mountain Brook, Alabama, you haven't been in a while, come back. 2,000 now 2 would have been 2 now 2 would have been 2. $2,000 is all, would have been $2,000. I'm bid $1,750 now, $2,000, $2,000, $2,000. Thank you now, $2,250. $2,250, 50, get them on $2,250 would have been $2,250. $2,000 here now, $2,250. Where would have been it now, $2,250. $2,250, 50, get them on $2,250. Come back in Minnesota, come back in Iowa. 2,000 now, $2,250, 50, bid them on $2,250. 2,000 is bid now, $2,250. $2,250, we're going to sell it. Come in quickly because it's almost gone. $2,250, going once, going twice, third and final time. Sold. $2,000 right here in Louisville, paddle number 298. All right, here we go, lot 12. The Neely Family Distillery, Luck 7, Batch 1 Vertical, Brothers. This one is one of the largest lots of the night. This one is great. You can stock your bar with a variety of incredible products right here. A full vertical from Lucky 7 Spirits. Folks, this is from Batch 1. And it includes the Jokester, the Holdup, and the Proprietor. Throw in a bottle from the gold-winning barrel in the San Francisco Spirits Competition from Neely Family Distillery, signed by the master distiller, and 2 signed by the founders of Brothers, the first African-American-owned distillery in the state of Kentucky. It is lot number 12. Here we go. Who'll start me out? There's 400. Now 6. 600. Now 6 would have been 6. 5, 6, 7, 7, 8. Now how about $1,000? $1,000. Thank you. 1,200. 1,200. Now 12 would have been 12. Now 12 would have been 12. I'm $1,000 here. 1,250's fine. Now 1,500. 1,500. Now 15 would have been 15. Now 15 would have been 15. I'm at 1,250 here. Would have been 1,500. Where would have been 15? 1,500. Now 15 would have been 15. Now 15. Now 15 would have been 1,500. 1,250's bid. This is a great big package of fabulous bourbons. 1,250. Looking for 1,500, and there it is. Now 1,750. 1,750. 50. Get them on 1,750. Would have been 1,750. I'm at 1,500 now. 1,750. 1,750 would have been 1,750. 1,750 right here in Louisville, Kentucky. Montgomery, Alabama, where are you? Come on in. 1,750, 50, get them on 1,750. Mountain Brook, Alabama, come on in. 1,750, get them on 1,750. I'm at 1,500, what do you 1,750? 1,500, 1,750. 1,500, 1,750. What do you give me 1,600 one time, Brian? 1,600, now 16 would have been 16, now 16 would have been 16. 1,600, would you bid it? 1,600, would you bid it? 1,500 is bid, 1,600, 1,600, and I have $1,600. Now 17. 1,700. Now 17 would have been 1,700. 1,700. Now 17 would have been 17. I'm at 16. Now 17. Don't let them do that to you. Come on back. It's only $100. 1,700. Now 17 would have been 1,700. 1,700. Here we go. We're going to sell it. 1,700, and I have sold it for $1,600 right here in Louisville. Paddle number 530. Congratulations. All right. Next up is lot number 13. This is the Kentucky Par Bottle number 4. This is a super rare opportunity, the 4th bottle in the first new batch of Kentucky Par in more than 60 years. There it is. It's signed by the 3 founders that have brought this brand back to life. Here we go. What do you say? Start me out at $250. Where? 250, 50 would have been 500. Thank you. Now 750. 750, 50 would have been 750 now. 750 now 1,000. $1,000 now 1,000, but 1,000 now 1,250. 1,250, 50 would have been 1,250. Would have been 1,250 now 1,250 would have been 1,250. I'm at $1,000 here. Now 1,250. Where would have been 1,250? $1,000 now 1,250. Get them on 1,250. 50 would have been 1,250. Thank you. Now 1,500. 1,500 now 15 would have been 15. 1,250's bid now 1,500. 1,500 now 15 would have been 1,500. 1,500 get them on 15. Thank you. Now 1,750. 1,750, 50 would have been 1,750. 1,500 is bid now 1,750. Where would have been 1,750? 1,500 is all 1,750. Where would have been 1,750? 1,500 now 1,750. We're back in Longboat Key, Florida in first place. Mountain Brook, Alabama, Chapel Hill, North Carolina, standing by. Georgetown, Kentucky. Which one of you is going to go 1,750 on bottle number 4? Super rare opportunity. 1,500 is bid now 1,750. Where? 1,750, 50 would have been 1,750. Now 1,750 would have been 1,750. 1,750 would have been 1,750. 1,750. 1,500 now 1,750. All right, we're going to sell it. 1,500 is the bid. 1,750, and I have sold it for $1,500. Thank you, Longboat Key. Paddle number 732. All right. Lot number 14, the Calumet Farm Vertical and New Riff Rye Vertical. Two amazing verticals from two different regions of Kentucky. First, a New Riff Rye Vertical. That includes the New Riff Balboa Rye, the New Riff Bottled in Bond Rye, and the Single Barrel Rye. And then from Calumet Farm, we have the Calumet 14-year-old Old Single Rack Black, the Calumet 12-year-old Single Rack Black, and the Calumet Small Batch 713 Blend. It's the Calumet Farm Vertical and New Riff Rye Vertical, and we're getting joined from all over right now. Campbellsville, Chapel Hill, Prospect, Marietta, Lexington. $250, $750, $1,000, $1,250 would have been $1,500. $1,500, thank you, now $1,750. $1,750, get them on $1,750 would have been $1,750. $1,500's bid, now $1,750. Where? There it is, now $2. $2,000, now $2 would have been $2, now $2 would have been $2. Now $2,250. $2,250, 50, get them on $2,250 would have $2,250, 50 would have $2,250. $2,000 is bid, now $2,250. Where? $2,250 would have been it. $2,250, we're in Campbellsville with our current leading bidder, but we have Nashville, Apex, North Carolina, Dunmore, Pennsylvania, all standing on the sidelines. Who's going to go $2,250? $2,250, 50, bid him on $2,250, would have been $2,250. $2,250, $2,250 would have bid it. I'm bid $2,000, now $2,250 on the Calumet Farm Vertical and New Riff Rye Vertical. A great lot for you, just $2,250. $2,250, get him on $2,250, 50, would have been $2,250, bid Bob, but now $2,250. I'm at $2,000, $2,250. We're going to sell it. Here we go, final call at $2,000, looking for $2,250. And I have sold it for $2,000. Campbellsville, Kentucky, paddle number 655. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, is lot number 15, the Willett Family Estate Single Barrel Collection. And once again, to tell you about this tremendous offering, here is Fred Minnick.
So folks, I'm really excited about this. I just did a list of best bourbons of the century so far, the year 2000s, and these bottles made my list. Coming in at 23 were the Willett Family Estate bottlings. Let me tell you, these things, these barrel picks from Willett are off the charts amazing. Some of the finest distillate to come out of the 2000s right here. And you're gonna have an opportunity to get a trio here. We've got a 7-year-old, only, this is a single barrel, only 202 bottles out of this one. So that's one of 202 bottles of a 7-year-old single barrel. We got a rye whiskey, 6 years old, and only one of 168 bottles out of that barrel. And then last but not least, one that if you're a hunter, you know the one, the Eternal Optimist High Cotton. This is bottle 56 of 148. It's a 6-year-old, 129.4 proof. This one right here, I'm planning to bid on myself. This is going to be a great package, and this is a celebration of American whiskey and art right here.
Well done, Fred. I love it. We're going to be looking for your bid, Fred. Right now, we do have a bid. This one from Campbellsville, Kentucky. We're in at $1,000. Now $1,250 would have been $1,250. $1,500 now $1,750. $2,500. Thank you. Now $3,000 now $35. $35 and a bid. $35 would have been $35 and a bid. $35 would have been $35. Get them off $35 and a 5 now $35. $35 and a 3 now $35. $35 and a bid. $35. Get them on $35 and a bid. $35. $3,000 is bid. Now $3,500. $35 and a bid. Get them on $35 and a bid. $35. $3,000 now $35. $35 and a bid, $35 and a bid, $35. $3,500, $3,000 is bid, now $3,500, where would it bid it? $3,500, let's go $3,250. $3,250, 50 would have been $3,250, thank you, now $35. $35, now $3,750, that's all it took. $3,750 would have bid it. $3,750, get them on $3,750, 50 would have $3,750, $3,500 is bid. $3,750, we are with Brooke here in Louisville. Nashville, you're out. Longboat, you're out. Muskogee, Michigan, you're out. Looking for Fred, you're out. $3,500 would have been $3,750. $3,750, get him on $3,750. 50 would have been $3,750, would have been $3,750. $3,750. Hey, Fred, if you're watching right now, oh, there it is, $3,750. $3,750. But hold on, just talking to Fred for a second. I know where you live, and if you bid on this, and in fact, if you win, I'll help you drink it. Here we go. Who's going to go? 4,000. 4,000 now forward a bit four, now forward a bit four. 37.50 now forward a bit four. $4,000. Here we go. 4,000 now four. I'm with Longboat Key, Florida, my new favorite place to vacation. Who's going to go 4,000? 4,000 now forward. Get them on forward a bit four, now forward a bit four. 37.50 is bid. $4,000. Where? We're looking from all over. Cincinnati, Ohio joined us. Nashville's in here. Mountain Brook, Alabama, and Louisville. Who's going to go 4,000? 4,000 now forward. Get them on 40 before, now 40 before. 4,000! Now 42.50. 42.50. Get them on 42.50. Would have been 42.50. 42.50 would have been 42.50. I'm bid $4,000. Now 42.50. Would you bid it? 42.50. 42.50. 4,000's bid. Now 42.50. Where would it be? 42.50. 42.50. We're going to sell it. We're at $4,000. An incredible Willett family estate single barrel collection. We have 42.50. Now 45. 45 and a 5 bid 45 would have been 45. 45 and a 5. Get them on 5 and a 5 would have been 4,500. 42.50's bid. Would you bid 4,500? 4,500. Steven says, come on. 4,500 would have been 45. 45. Yeah, Steven, they listen. Now 47.50. 47.50 would have been 47.50. Hey, look, here's where you power bid. You just go the heck with that 47.50. I'm going 5. Because if you do that, everybody else will go away. Go ahead. Go ahead. 5,000. Would you do it? 5,000. Would you do it? 47.50 or 5. It's your call. 5,000 now. 5 would do 5. Off from 47.50, but you can power bid it and go 5,000. 47.50 now. 5. 5,000 now. 5 would have been 5. Now 5 would have been 5. You know, 5,000. It's just got a better ring to it than 47.50. We got it. Yes. All right. Keep it going. 52.50 would have been 52.50. 52.50 would have been 52.50. 50 would have been 52.50. I'm bid 5,000 here. Now 52.50. Where would you bid it? 52.50. Would you bid it? 52.50. Come back in Longboat Key and Mountain Brook, Alabama. I'm at $5,000. 52.50. Would you bid it? 52.50. Here we go. 52.50. We're going to sell it. And I have sold it for $5,000 right here in Louisville. Paddle number 582. Oh, by the way, we have a special announcement here. Stu Pollard from Santa Monica, California. I have 2 things to say to you. One, thank you so much for bidding at the auction, and congratulations. The other thing I need to say is you need to pick up your phone. They can't get through to you. So, Stu, pick up your phone. They're trying to reach you here from the Speed Art Museum. There we go. We would love for them to connect with you. All right, here we go. Lot number 16 is next, and this is Heaven Hill's Finest. It's an incredible collection of 3 rare 2020 releases from Heaven Hill. Look at them, they're beautiful. A stunning Old Fitzgerald bottled in bond, spring 2020, 9-year. Also a William Heaven Hill 13-year bottled in bond, and a Parker's Heritage Heavy Char Rye, Heaven Hill's Finest. We're off and running at 500, now 750. 750, 50 bid about 750, 1,000, now 1,250, 1,500, now 1,750, now 2,000, now 22, 25, now 2,750. 2,750 would have been 2,750, get them on 50, now 50 would have been 2,750. 2,500's bid, now 2,750. 2,750, get them on 2,750 would have been 2,750. 2,750, would you bid it? 2,500's bid, now 2,750. 2,750, would you bid it? 2,500 is bid out of Chicago, and California is back. Gainesville, Virginia, Monticello, Illinois, Bradenton, Florida, all standing by, just hovering that mouse. Go ahead and click it. There it is, 2,750, now 3. 3,000, now 3, get them on 3, to 3, now 3, would have 3. 3,000, now 3, would have 3, now 3, I'm at 2,750, now 3. Longboat Key back in the lead. With Connecticut joining us, would you go 3,000, now 3, would have been 3. 3,000, now 3, would have been 3, now 3, get them on 3, to 3, now 3, now 3. 3,000, now 3, would have been 3. I'm at 2,750, looking for $3,000. $3,000. Would you bid it before we sell out? Here we go. $2,750, $3,000. California, Illinois, Virginia, Minnesota, Florida. Where are you? $3,000. Your last chance on Heaven's Hill Finest, lot number 16. And I have $3,000. Now 32.50. 32.50, 50, get them on 32.50, would have been 32.50. 32.50, bid on 32.50, would have been 32.50. 3,000's bid, 32.50 where? 32.50, 50 would have been 32.50. Gainesville, Virginia, Marietta, Georgia, California. Who's going to go 32.50? 32.50, and we're going to sell it. 32.50, last chance. 32.50, and I have 32.50. Now 35. 35 and a 5 bid 35, get them on 5, would have been 5, now 5. Longboat Key, we love you. Now 35 and a 5 bid 35, would have been 35 and a 5 bid 35. 35 and a 5 bid 35. 3,500 would have bid it. 32.50's bid, 3,500. 35 and a 5 bid 35, get them on 5, would have been 5, now 35. 3,500. 3,500. Your final chance to bid at $3,500 is right now $3,250, $3,500, and I have sold it for $3,250, Longboat Key, Florida. Congratulations, that's awesome. That is the first half of tonight's live auction. How about a round of applause for all our great bidders? Whew. All right, well, folks, we are going to change things up here for just a moment. We're moving into what we call our mission moment. We are all here to support the incredible mission of the Speed Art Museum. Look, the bourbon auction is so much fun, and there's so much more to come in tonight's bourbon auction, but we just want you to understand that there's a chance here for you to support the Speed Art Museum. And to make that so clear why your support is so necessary, please welcome back the director of the Speed Art Museum, Stephen Riley.
Thank you, Bill. You know, Bill, I'm looking at it the same night, the same room that we usually would have 100 or 200 people gathered to celebrate and bid on this auction. And as I think about you standing at this stage, we would have been looking out at Danny Wimmer, because we started this event as a kickoff event for the Bourbon and Beyond Music Festival. Well, that's not happening this year. And I would have been looking out at distillery luminaries like Julian Van Winkle, Campbell Brown, Dixon Dedman, Kaveh Zamanyan, Rob Samuels, over and over. Their investment in this event, their celebration of it, and their bidding on items made it incredible. And we have lost that for a moment, but we have not lost the energy, and it has forced us to innovate, because the last 2 years we did not have bidders from Florida and from Massachusetts and from California, and God bless Longboat Key tonight. We want to thank all of you, and it has forced us to innovate, and we are learning from that. We hope next year we're going to be able to welcome you all back into this room with those luminaries of the distillery world and Bourbon and Beyond, and those of you online who are loving what we're doing. But I want to talk about the fact that one thing we know about all of you is that you all have a passion for Kentucky's greatest product, our bourbon whiskey. But you can go get that at a great retailer or at a restaurant or from an auction somewhere else. But what makes the Art of Bourbon different, and the only nonprofit bourbon auction like this in the country, is it is supporting the mission of Kentucky's greatest art museum. Our mission is at the Speed Museum. We invite everyone to celebrate art forever, and your purchases tonight are supporting every aspect of that, whether it's our free Sundays for everyone, which is given in the honor and to commemorate Owsley Brown, the former CEO of Brown-Forman, who invented and gave birth to the Woodford Reserve Million Case brand, or our Title I schools, or the ways we're innovating and developing great videos to send out to kids and to teachers and schools that are working from home this year. And in celebrating art, it's the acquisition and the sharing and the exhibition of all the great arts of Kentucky. And forever, your financial support has allowed us to be here for 93 years, and this event is one of the many forms of support that will let us be here for another 93 years. Some of you may not be lucky enough to win an auction item tonight, but we are giving you a chance to support the Speed Museum and its mission and Kentucky's great legacy of art here in Louisville in other ways. And I'm going to let Bill describe it, but we're inviting you right now to show your financial support for our mission, to allow us in tough times to show our ongoing passion for the state of Kentucky, for its art, and for our people. So thank you for your purchases tonight. We look forward to getting your bottles of bourbon. And for those of you who support us tonight, last year, people who gave us $1,000 got a shot of 1918 Old Overholt Rye. And this year we have something special for you as well. So Bill, come and tell us about it.
Stephen, before you go, thank you very much. I don't know that everyone at home that is watching realizes this, but Stephen has made it official that you are departing come March. You've had such a spectacular run here. Everybody loves him, don't they? Absolutely. But I bring all this up because I have to assume that this Art of Bourbon, this final year, and now this opportunity to support the Speed Art Museum is probably more important than ever before.
You know, Bill, you think a lot about legacy in life, especially at tough times. And this event, I hope, would be one of my legacies of the Speed, not only to show the world our love for Kentucky through our love for bourbon, but also a way to support our mission that'll go on and live way beyond me and the rest of us here.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for all you've done.
Thanks,
we appreciate
Bill.
it. Absolutely. Well, folks, that's what we said a moment ago, that this part is so important, a great opportunity, and yes, you're going to get a great bourbon in the process. We have a level for everyone, and we're asking that everyone participate when we get to your level. And even though it says that you're being charged, forgive me, I'm going to put this down here real quick, even though it says that you're being charged a buyer's premium on this donation, you are not. Don't worry. Whatever you donate tonight, when your card is run, that's what it is, dollar for dollar, not a penny more. So don't worry if you question, wait a minute, it looks like it's charging me a premium. It is not. So here we go, donate with confidence. Our opening level tonight is $5,000, and I love this. We want to say a big thank you to Mike Grizzani for getting us started at the $5,000 level. Will you join him tonight at $5,000? $5,000. Make that donation right now. It's 100% tax deductible, but what you're going to do and the education and the funding and the programs that will come from your support, that's the real reason to give. Will you be there for us at $5,000? $5,000. $5,000. $5,000. Will you be there? We see several of you that are looking right now, and there we go, right here from Louisville, $5,000. Yes, keep it going. Who else will be there for us at the $5,000 level? $5,000. Nashville, Georgetown, Leesburg, we see you watching. Will you give at the $5,000 level? $5,000. $5,000 before we move on. Could we get one more at $5,000 before we move on? $5,000. My screen has changed, guys. $5,000 now. Would you go $5,000? $5,000. How about a round of applause for everybody at the $5,000 level? Our next level is $2,500. $2,500. Will you be there for us at the $2,500 level? $2,500. $2,500. Will you make that donation at the $2,500 level? Actually, let's go to $1,000. $1,000. $1,000 is our next level. My apologies. We're at $1,000. If you want to give multiple times to get to that 25, that's great, but we're here at the $1,000 level. $1,000 helps to keep Sundays free at the Speed. It's a vital part of inviting everyone. It's making the admission to the museum accessible to so many. But not just that, all of you who will receive the Knob Creek we talked about, the 15-year private select bourbon from the Speed Art Museum for making your donation of $1,000. Our friend from Longboat Key is in for $1,000. Thank you very much. Keep it going at $1,000. There you go. This one's coming your way, Longboat. Here from Louisville, another $1,000. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. $1,000. Will you support us at the $1,000 level? $1,000. We're going to say thank you. Will you be there for us at the $1,000 level? $1,000. $1,000. Make that donation right now. It's 100% tax deductible. Who will be there for us at the $1,000 level? $1,000 before we move on. There's another one, Prospect, Kentucky. Thank you. $1,000, paddle number 640. Who else at $1,000 before we move on? We want to say thank you for your support of the Speed Art Museum. Make that support possible right now with your $1,000 tax deductible donation, 100% tax deductible, that is. Make that donation right now. Who will be there for us? $1,000. $1,000. Is there anybody else at the $1,000 level? Then give them a round of applause, everybody who helped us out at the $1,000 level here tonight. All right. Our next level tonight is a $500 fully tax-deductible donation to the Speed Art Museum, and here's why you should give. $500 helps support the Speed's education department as they develop new online resources to teachers and families navigating these uncertain times and helping to bring the museum to those students who cannot currently visit. Will you be there for us at $500? $500. You got another $1,000. Thank you. Paddle number 667, another $1,000. Thank you. And now $500. Will you be there for us at the $500 level? $500. $500. Here we go. Click that button right now and make your donation for $500. $500. Cincinnati, we see you. Chapel Hill, Virginia. Who'll be there for us at the $500 level? $500. $500. Will you be there for us tonight? And yes, thank you. Right here in Louisville. Who else at $500? Another one at $500. $500. Cincinnati, will you help us? $500. Go ahead and click that donation. 100% tax deductible, a $500 donation right now. Will you make it? $500. And there's another one. Thank you from Bettyville, Kentucky. Who else at $500? $500. $500. I know we can get one more. I just know it. Will you be there for us at the $500 level? One more. Chapel Hill, will it be you? Who will be there for us at $500 before we move on? $500. Anyone at $500? Yes. Thank you very much. Louisville, Kentucky, again in $500. Anyone else? $500. $500. $500. Who will be there? Another Louisville, Kentucky viewer right now, looking, hovering. Click that button. Will you make that next $500 donation? $500 before we move on. $500. Will you be there for us at the $500 level? Here we go. Last chance at $500. All right, our next level is $300. Again, a fully tax-deductible donation to the Speed Art Museum. $300 helps provide free admission for all frontline healthcare workers, our heroes. We thank them for their service to our community in the wake of COVID-19, and now's your chance in their honor to make that donation, $300. Will you be there for us at the $300 level? Yes, thanks. Prospect, Kentucky, in for $300. Who else? Keep them going. $300. Who else at $300? $300. Would you be there for us? $300. Again, yes. Oh, our friends from California are in this time. Thank you so much at $300, providing free admission for all frontline healthcare workers. There could be almost no better reason to give than saying thank you for their support during these troubling times. And there's another one right here, paddle number 535, thank you. Who else at $300? $300. Who else at $300 before we move on? $300. Make that donation right now. Click that button. Help these frontline workers come and enjoy the beauty that is the Speed Museum and all that she celebrates right here. Will you support us? Will you support them? $300 right now. Who else at $300? $300 last chance. $300 last chance. And our final level tonight is $100. Like the other levels, it's fully tax deductible as a donation to the Speed Art Museum. But wait. We have a special surprise for you. Come on over here with me because I want to show you what you are going to get if you donate $100, or quite frankly, everyone who's donated to this point, every $100 donation that you've made, even if it's been at $5,000 or anywhere in between, you are going to be in the running for this incredible drawing for a Yeti cooler. We've got a 15-year Pappy Van Winkle, a Starlight Bourbon Distilleries, the Old Elk, some great glasses, and even some beautiful artwork. Every time, and look at them, they're coming in right and left now. Thank you, Alabama. Keep them coming. Every time you give $100, or all those folks who have already given to this point, Chapel Hill, thank you. You are in the drawing for that great package. Who else? Who else? Prospect, thank you, Heather. Who else at $100? There's another one. Louisville, Kentucky, keep it coming, $100. We can all do $100. $100 barely buys a nice dinner anymore. Chicago, Illinois, thank you at $100. Keep them coming at $100, or give multiple times at $100. Or if you gave it a higher level, give again. Thank you, Gallatin, Tennessee, for your $100 donation. Louisville, Kentucky, paddle number 362, $100. Keep them coming. I see you, Minnesota. Will you donate $100 tonight too? Who will be there for us? Cincinnati, Ohio, are you? Louisville, Kentucky, 656, thank you. Who else? 100. Keep them coming. Remember that great package, Prospect, Kentucky. Thank you, Adam. Keep them coming at $100. $100. Who else at $100? A $100 donation, and what a great opportunity. Bradenton, Florida. Thank you so much. Who else at $100? $100. Make that donation now. Help us out. Oh, Mound, Minnesota. Thank you. $100. Who else at $100? $100. $100. Is there anyone else at the $100 level? I know you're out there. Will you donate now at the $100 level? We want to put you in the drawing for the Yeti, for the Pappy, the other bourbons, the artware, and the glassware. Who will be in there for $100? $100. There's another one, Louisville, Kentucky. David, thank you at $100. Who else at $100? $100. Click that button. Make that donation. Make a difference. Who's there at $100 right now? Virginia, I see you looking. Will you do it? Prospect, thank you so much. Back in $100. Who else at $100? $100. $100. Cincinnati, I see you there again at the $100 level. Make that donation. Harriman, Tennessee is in for $100. Who else at $100? $100. Go ahead. Push that button. Make that donation. Get in that great drawing. We've got another. It looks like Wilson from Louisville, Kentucky in for $100. Who else at $100? $100. Will you make the donation now? Bloomfield, Kentucky just did. Thank you so much. Who else at $100? $100. Keep them coming. This is awesome at the $100 level. I love it. Keep them coming. Who else? $100. $100. We want to give that prize package to you to enter, donate. Thank you, California. I think they've given it a couple levels. Thank you. Cincinnati, yes. Thank you so much. $100. Florence, South Carolina, thank you. Who else at $100? $100. Who else? $100. Thank you, Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Who else at $100? $100. Keep them coming. $100. Give multiple times if you need. Every time you're in this fabulous drawing, will you donate $100 now? $100. Thank you. Another Louisville, Kentucky. Thank you so much. Who else at the $100? Louisville, knows and loves the speed. I get it. But thank you to everybody else all around the country that are supporting us here tonight. Who else at $100? $100. Will you help us at the $100 level? Before we move on, we're about to close it down. Your last chance to get in this drawing and your last chance to make a donation to the Speed Art Museum is right now. Our final level, $100. Thank you, Nashville. And he's been a winning bidder on a couple of items. Thank you so much. Who else at $100? $100. $100. Thank you, Nicholasville, Kentucky, in for $100. Who else at $100? $100. $100. Will you help us? $100 before we move on. This is your last chance. I see a couple of people looking right now. Will you push the button and join us at the $100 level so we can put you in this incredible drawing? Your last chance to donate. Gallatin, Tennessee just did $100. Don't wait to the last second. Right now's the time. Jump in there, make that $100 donation. Here we go. Here we go. Last chance to donate. I see you, Nashville, looking. Who else is going to make a donation of $100 before we close it out? $100. Anybody else? Last chance at $100. And thank you. That was outstanding. Unbelievable. California back in. Oh, you folks were wonderful. Thank you so much for making those donations. Are we going to be able to keep those open, Brian, if they want to go back and visit, or is that not possible from this point? Okay, well, we may open it back up at the end, so if you want to give, especially if you're bidding on some of these fabulous ones and you miss out, hey, you were going to make a donation, you can do it and come back and visit these pages. So thank you, everybody. We are ready to move back to tonight's auction with lot number 17. Here we go. It's the W.L. Weller Centennial 10-year. This W.L. Weller 10-year is part of the Bourbon Heritage Collection. This is an incredibly rare bottle from the Weller Centennial Collection, aged 10 years in new charred American oak barrels. The whiskey is intensely complex with a long and sophisticated finish and is best enjoyed neat or with just a little water. Here we go, the W.L. Weller Centennial 10-year. We have an opening bid of $1,000. Thank you. 15, 2. Now 2,000, now 2 would have been 2, now 2 would have been 2. 2,000, now 2 would have been 2. There's 2, now 25. 25 would have been 25, now 25 would have been 25. I'm in Augusta, Georgia with 2,000 would have been 25. 2,500, now 25, now 25 would have been 25, would have been 25. 2,500, Gallatin, Campbellsville, California, Georgia. Who's going to come back in? 2,500. 25 and about 25 and about 25 would have been 25 and about 25. Way under the money, not even halfway toward our projection. Will you bid 2,500? 25 and about 2,500. Now 25 would have been 25. 2,500. You know what? Let me tell you something too. A bottle like this, once you exceed the value on the bottle, you actually can write it off on your taxes. Where else can your bourbon habit turn into a tax deduction but right here? So bid with confidence, because we'll let you know what the value is, and every penny over is tax deductible. We were looking for this to bring just shy of $5,000. We're at $2,000. We can do better. Would you go $2,250? $2,250, 50 would have been $2,250, now $2,250. $2,250, now $25. 25 would have been 25, get 5 would have been 25 and a 5 been 25 and a 5 been 25. 25 and a 5 been 25. 2,500 now 25 would have been 25. Cincinnati, Nashville, Prospect, Kentucky, 25. 25 and a 5 been 25 would have been 25. Augusta, Georgia, Cincinnati did it. 2,500 now 2,750. 2,750 would have been 2,750 would have been 2,750. This is the steal of the night, the only one of the night so far. So bid with confidence on this. We're way under our expected value. I'm at 2,500 now 2,750. 2,750 would have been 2,750. 50 would have been 2,750. 2,750 would have been 2,750 now, 50 now, 50 now, 2,750. 2,500 is bid, 2,750. Oh, somebody's getting a steal. 2,750 now 3. 3,000 now 3,250. 3,250 would have been 3,250 would have been 3,250. 3,250. We're still under the money. Would you bid 3,250? Would have been 3,250, 50, but now 3,250. 3,250 would you bid it? 3,250, 50 would have been 3,250 would have been 3,250. There it is now 35. 35 would have been 35. Get about 5 would have been 5 now 5. 3,500 is all. Would have been 35 would have been 35 would have been 35 would have been now get on 35. 35 would have been 35 would have been 35 would have been 35. Prospect, come back. Mound, Minnesota, come on in. Augusta, Georgia, where are you? 3,500 now 35 would have been 35. We're going to sell it. Here we go. Last chance to bid is coming up. You better hit the button right now. Don't wait. There's 35. Now 3,750. Now 4,000. 4,000 now 4 would have been 40 before. Now 4 would have been 4. 4,000 now 4 would have been 4. Now 4 would have been 4. 4,000 now 4 would have been 4. Now 4 would have been 4. Now 4 would have been 4. 4,000 now 4 would have been 4. I'm here in Louisville. We're looking at Prospect, Augusta, another Louisville. Who's going to do it? $4,000. $4,000. $4,000. We are still under our projection. This is the first and only buy of the night. Will you bid it? $4,000. $4,000. Opportunity is yours and it is calling. $4,000 now. 4. Get on 40 before now. 40 before. 37.50 bid now. 4. 4,000. We're going to sell it. Here we go. We're going to sell it. $4,000. $4,000. And I have $4,000. Now 42.50. 42.50, 50 bid on 42.50, bid at 42.50. 42.50 would have been 42.50, would have been 42.50. 42.50, 50 bid at 42.50, would have been 42.50. 42.50, would you bid it? I'm at $4,000. Here we go. We're going to sell it. 42.50. Last and final call at 42.50. And I have sold it for $4,000. Cincinnati, Ohio, bidder number 518. Congratulations. That was lot 17. Here we go. It's lot number 18 coming up next year, and this is the Knob Creek Single Barrel Experience Rye. Folks, you are hearing this correctly. This is an incredible experience paired with an entire barrel of Knob Creek Single Barrel Rye. Are you kidding me? The perfect opportunity for a restaurant, collecting group, or friends, or someone who just wants to drink a ton of delicious rye. This is for you. Building off our award-winning Knob Creek Rye Whiskey, 7th generation master distiller Fred No set out to create Knob Creek Single Barrel Select Rye Whiskey with one purpose: to achieve an even bolder expression of Knob Creek's signature rye whiskey. The Knob Creek Single Barrel Select Rye experience is a one-of-a-kind opportunity that would give an account, retailer, or individual an opportunity to select a barrel that they can call their own. You can call it your own. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. What do you say? I'm at $3,000 now. 4. 4,000 now. 40 before now. 40 before now. 5. 5,000 now. 5 would be 5 now. 5. Get them on 5 would be 5 now. 5. 4,000. 5. 6. 7. 7,000 now. 7 would be 7. 7,000 now. 7 would be 7. 7. 7 would be 7. I'm at 6,000 here now. 7,000. Where would it be 7? 7,000 now. 7. Get them on 7. 7. 8. 800 now. 8. 9. 9,000 now. 9 would have been 9 of the 9. Bid 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 9. 9,000 now. 9 would have been 9. 9. 9 would have been 9 now. 9 would have been 9. 9. 9 would have been 9. 9,000 now. 9 would have been 9. Would have been 9. Would have been 9. 9. 10. 10,000 now. 10. 10,000 now. 10 would have been 10. 10,000 now. 10. Get them on 10. Would have been 10 now. 10 would have been 10. I'm at $9,000. Your own barrel Knob Creek Single Barrel Select Rye. Don't let it get away at $9,000. Who's in at 10? 10,000 now. 10. Bid them on 10. Would have been 10 now. 10 would have been 10 now. 10 would have been 10. I'm in Illinois with the winning bidder. Not anymore. $10,000. Thank you. Now 11. 11,000 now. 11 bid 11 now. 11 bid 11 now. 11 bid 11. 11,000 now. 11 would have been 11 now. 11 would have been 11 now. 11 would have been 11. $11,000 would have been 11 now. 11 would have been 11 now. 11 would have been 11. $11,000 would you bid it? $11,000. I'm at 10 here. 11 where would have been 11? $11,000 would have been 11. How often do you get your own barrel of Knob Creek Rye? $11,000. Yes. Now 12. 12,000 now. 12. Get them on 12. Would have been 12 now. 12 would have been 12. $12,000. We are still under the value. The value on this item is $18,000. $18,000. I'm at 11. Who'll go 12? 12,000 now. 12 would have been 12 now. 12 would have been 12 now. 12 would have been 12. 12,000 now. 12 would have been 12. Would have been 12 now. 12 would have been 12. 12,000. Prospect, come back in. Minnesota, where are you? Montgomery, Alabama. $12,000. Who's going to bid it? Would have been 12. 12,000 now. 12. Get about 12. Would have been 12. 12,000 now. 12 would have been 12. 12,000. Valued at $18,000. Oh, you should be all over this one. I'm at 11 now. 12 would have been 12. 12,000 now. 12 would have been 12. 12,000 now. 12. Get them on 12. Would have been 12 now. 12 would have been 12. How about if I talk softer? 150 bottles. 12,000 now. 12 would have been 12. 12,000. Come on. 12,000. Just you and me. 12,000. I'm at 11. Now 12. Would have been 12. 12 now. 12. 12,000 now. 12. Would have been 12. 12,000. Go ahead and do it. 12,000 now. 12 would have been 12 now. 12 would have been 12 now. 12 would have been 12. The current winning bidder is in New Lenox, Illinois. I have Montgomery, Louisville, and others are looking. Would you go $12,000 before I sell it? $12,000. 150 bottles in this barrel could be yours. $12,000. 12,000, and I have, oh, this is such a steal, sold it for $11,000. Congratulations, paddle number 458 for $11,000. All right, here we go. Next up, we have lot number 19. This is the Old Fitzgerald 6-year bottle in bond. Oh, Fred Minnick, won't you please tell them about this amazing offering?
So here I have an Old Fitzgerald, a 6-year-old, bottled in bond from the early 1960s. Now listen, this is a very important bottle historically. This comes from the Stitzel-Weller distillery. And at the time of this being produced, labor unions were striking left and right at Stitzel-Weller. And it also happens to be at the time that Pappy Van Winkle leaves the distillery. So this is an iconic distillery, and this is an important bottling from that distillery that basically produces so much great wheated bourbon. Some of the best bourbon, some of the best whiskey in all the world came from Stitzel-Weller. And this one, it can be yours.
All right, Fred, thank you very much. What do you say? 250 to go, Ruben, 250. 250, 50, 250, 50, 250, now 50, 250. 250, 50, 259. Thank you. 1,000, 1,000, now 11. 1,100, now 11, 11, now 11, 11, now 11, would have been 1,250. 1,250, 1,500, 1,750. 1,750 would have been 1,750, 50 would have been 1,750. 1,750, thank you, now 2,000. 2,000, thank you, 22,500. 22, thank you, now 2,500. 2,500, now 25 divided by 25 divided by 25. 2,750. 2,750, now $3,000, where would have been 3. 3,000. Now 3, get them on 3 to 3, 3250, 3250, 35. 35 divided by 35, get them on 35 and divided by 35 would have been 35 and divided by 35. 3,500 now 35 and divided. 3750's next. Would have been 3750. 3750, get them on 3750 now. 50 been out 3750. 3,500 now 3750. Would you bid it? 3750, 50 would have been 3750. Nashville, you're in the lead. Louisville, Augusta, Mound, Minnesota, where are you? 3750 would have been 3750. 3750, 50 would have been 3750 now. 50 would have been 3750. 3750, would you bid it? 3750, I'm at 35 now. 3750. 3750, would you bid it? 3750 now. $4,000, where would have been 4? Thank you, 4250. 4250, 50 would have been 4250. 4250 would have been 4250. 4250, get them on 50 would have been 4250. 50 would have been 4250. I'm at 4,000. 4250, would you bid it? 4250, 50, get them on 4250 would have been 4250. 4250, here we go. We're going to sell it. 4250, 4250, 4250, and I have 4250, now 45. Somebody's waiting to the very last second on me, aren't they? 4,500 would have been 45. 45 and 5 been 45 and 45 and 5 been 45 and 5 been 45. 4,500 making me work. 45 and 5 been 45. 4,500, I'm at 4250, now 45. 4,500, now 45, and I have, see if it works. 4,500 it in. Now 4,750. 4,750, 50 would have 4,750. 4,750 would have 4,750. Don't get away would have 4,750. 4,750, and I have sold it for 4,500. I gave you a ton of time there. Congratulations, paddle number 530. 530, well done. Here we go. Next up, it's lot number 20. This is Malts of Scotland, Heaven Hill. It is a 20-year-old bourbon that is pushing it in terms of its aging, finishing a whiskey that has been mellowed down for so long in a small sherry butt. This is just bold. At 55.2% or 110.4 proof, this Heaven Hill 1999 bottled by Malts of Scotland will tickle your gums and test your taste buds. This was only offered for sale in Europe, but check it out. We have one right here. Here we go. I'm bid 500, now 750. 750 would have been 750, 50 now 750 would have been 750. 500's bid now 750, now 1,000. $1,000 where would have been 1,000, now 1,000, get them 1,000, but 1,000. $1,000 now 1,000 would have been 1,000. 750 now 1,000, get them $1,000 where? 1,000 now bid bond now $1,000 where would have been 1,000. $1,000 bid on 1,000. 1,000 now 1,000 now 1,000 would have 1,000. 750's bid would have been $1,000 here. 1,000 now 1,000, get them on 1,000 would have 1,000. Augusta's in the lead. Nashville, Chapel Hill, Lexington, Kentucky. We haven't sold to you yet, and Longboat Key is back again. Who's going to go $1,000 here? Would have been 1,000. 1,000 now 1,000, bid 1,000 now 1,000, bid 1,000 now 1,000, bid 1,000. $1,000 would you bid it? $1,000 now 1,000. $1,000. I'm at 750. We're going to sell it. Here we go. $1,000. Last chance, and I have sold it for $750. Congratulations, paddle number 399 for $750. All right, this is an incredible experience right here. Artistry at Star Hill Farm, the ultimate Maker's Mark immersion experience, your own unique barrel of Maker's Mark and a piece of Chihuly artwork. This unforgettable experience for you and for 9 friends begins with a personal tour of the National Historic Landmark Distillery in Loretto by Rob Samuels, Chief Distillery Officer, 8th generation distiller, and grandson of the founder of Maker's Mark. Look at these beautiful images. After Rob walks you through the pristine campus and provides personal insights into his grandparents' vision, you will enter the bourbon industry's only limestone whiskey cellar, where you will go through the entire private selection process reserved for only the most special customers of the brand. You will learn about and taste for yourself the specific flavors created by different types of staves, and ultimately your group will create an entire barrel of your very own. That's right. And then look at this, a beautiful piece of artwork, Dale Chihuly glass donated as well. What an unbelievable opportunity. Let me recap though. You're going to learn about the taste, you're going to pick out your own type of style and flavor, and then the bottle labels will feature your name and stave selection recipe, and you'll enjoy the entire bottling run for you and your friends to enjoy. Oh my goodness, what a great opportunity. Transportation for this memorable day will be provided by Mint Julep Tours. It is an experience of a lifetime to be sure, and it could be yours right now. Let's start the bidding. I'm at $10,000. What do you go? 12. 12,000 now 12. Would have been 12. Now 14. 14,000 now 14. Would have been 14. There's 13 now 14. Now 16. 16,000 now 16. Would have been 16. 16,000 now 16. There's 15. 17. 18. 18,000 now 18. Would have been 18. 18,000 now 18. Would have been 18. Now 18. Now 18. Would have been 18,000. 18,000 now 18. Would have been 18,000 now 18. Read up on it. Look at the beautiful pictures. This is a memory in the making, a once in a lifetime experience. I can't be there tomorrow when you go, man, I should have bid on that, because right now is the time to bid. 17,000 now 18. 18,000 now 18 would have been 18. Now 18. Now 18 would have been 18,000. 18,000 would have been 18. 18,000 now 18 would have been 18. Now 18. Now 18 would have been 18. Value on this item, especially with the Dale Chihuly artwork and all that this experience has to offer, is over $22,000, and we're at 17,000. We can do better. Go 18. 18,000 now 18 would have been 18. Now 18 would have been 18. Now 18 would have been 18. 18,000 Montgomery, come on in. Louisville, where are you? Leesburg, Virginia. 17,000 now 18 would have been 18. Now 18 would have been 18. 18,000 now 18 would have been 18. Now 18. Now 18 would have been 18. $18,000 would have been 18. 18. 18 would have been 18. 18,000. You're going to create an entire barrel of your very own expression of Maker's Mark with a finish that is unique to your taste, what you chose. Who gets offered this opportunity? No one. You are right now. 17,000 bid. 18,000 where? 18,000 now 18 would have been 18. Now 18 would have been 18. Now 18 would have been 18,000. 18,000 now 18 would have been 18. Now 18 would have been 18. A beautiful piece of Chihuly glass art from the distillery's exclusive collection, also part of this amazing package. I'm bid 17,000 now 18. 18,000 now 18 would have been 18. Now 18. Now 18 would have been 18. 18,000 now 18 would have been 18. 18. 18 would have been 18. Let's go 17.5 and see if that's the difference. 17.5 would have been 17.5. 17.5 would have been 17.5 and I've bid 17.5. 17,000 is bid 17.5. Where would have been 17.5? 17.5 would he bid it. 17.5 would he bid it. 17,000 now 17.5. 17.5 would have been 17.5. 17.5. Here we go. We're going to sell it. 17.5. And I have sold it for $17,000 to Brooke T. Smith right here in Louisville, Kentucky. Paddle number 660, $17,000. All right, and here we are. We have arrived. Ladies and gentlemen, up next is lot number 22, the Michter's 25-year-old. This is absolutely the crescendo of the auction, and let's let Fred Minnick tell you why this bottle is so special.
So when we talk about Michter's, people always bring up the show Billions. And you know what? You'll see this being poured in about every other episode. It's a staple in that show. And the 25-year-old expression of Michter's has kind of become synonymous with rich guys on private jets. And the reason why is it's really hard to get and really, really friggin' expensive. So to even have an opportunity to bid on this particular bottle is an opportunity. But the fact is, if you don't get this one of only some, let's take a look here, one of only 360 bottles. If you don't get this one, you're probably not going to get a chance to buy another one because this is extremely rare. So good luck. And if you have a private plane, fly it down to Kentucky and pour one with me. I'm all right with that. But wear a mask on the way.
Oh, yeah, Fred, you got to wear a mask. Thank you very much. Oh, this is great. The Michter's 25-year-old. I'm bid 4,000 here, now 5,000. Where would it be 5? 5,000 now 5 would it be 5 and 5 bid 5 and 5 bid 5 now 5. There's 5,000 now 6. 6,000 now 6 would it be 6. 6,000 7. 7,000 now 7 bid 1 7. 7,000 now 7 would have been 7 now 7 now 8. 8,000 now 8 get them on 8 now 8 would have been 8 now 8 now 8 now 8 would have been 8. 7,000's bid would have been $8,000 would have been it. 8,000 now 8 would have been 8,000 now 8 would have been 8. I'm at 7,000 now 8. 8,000 now 8 get them on 8 would have been 8. 7,000's bid would have been 7,500. 7,500 now 75 and 5 bid 7,500 would have been 75. 75 and 5 bid 75 would have been 75. 7,500 were bid $7,000. 7,500 where would have been 75 and 5 bid 75. 75. Tanker, we got you at $7,000. Mark, are you coming in? Oh, there we go. Louisville, 7,500 now 8. 8,000 now 8 would have been 8 now 8 now 8 would have been 8. Nashville, come on in. 8,000 now 8 would have been 8. 8,000 now 8 get them on 8 would have been 8 now 8 now 8 would have been $8,000 where? 8,000 now 8 would have been 8. 7,500's bid would have been 8,000. 8,000, 8,000, 8,000 now 8. $8,000 would you bid at 7,500. We are in Louisville with our current bidder. We're looking at California, Nashville, Louisville, several Louisvilles out there. Who's going to go 8,000? 8,000 now 8 would have been 8. 8,000 now 8 would have been 8. 8,000 now 8 would have been 8 now 8 now 8 would have been 8. 7,500's bid would have been $8,000. How about 7,750? 7,750 would have been 7,750. 7,750. I'm at 7,500 now. 7,750. Here we go. We're going to sell it 7,750. Would you bid it? 7,750, and I have sold it for $7,500 right here in Louisville. Panel number 530. Oh, we are in the stretch of some of our best bourbons, as we said moments ago. And here we go, lot number 23. That's the Four Roses Small Batch Limited Edition and Wild Turkey Master Keep 17-year bottle in bond. 2 rare bottles from 2 Lawrenceburg distilleries. Four Roses Small Batch Limited Edition, our annual award-winning limited edition combining multiple Four Roses recipes to create a once-a-year treasure in the Four Roses collection, along with a private tour for up to 6 guests. Also, the Wild Turkey Masters Keep 17-year bottle in bond signed by Jimmy and Eddie Russell, 17 years old and hand-selected by master distiller Eddie Russell for its perfectly balanced flavor. Master Keep is the longest-aged whiskey released by Wild Turkey in the United States. Here we go, lot number 23. I have a bid of $1,000. Would you go 1250, 50, would it be 1250, 1250, 50, would 2,000, 3, 4, I like your style. 4,000 now 4, get them on 40 before, now 40 before. 4,000 now 4, get them on 40 before, now 3 bid, now 4. 4,000 now 4, would it be 4,000 now 4, would it be 4. 4,000 now 4, get them on 40 before, now 4. Longboat Key, I see you watching. 3,000 is bid, would you bid 4,000 now 4? How about 3,500? 35 and a 5 bid 35, would it be 35 and a 5 bid 35. 3,500, go ahead and bid 3,500 now 35 and a 5 bid 35. 35 would have been 35 and a 5 bid 35. I'm at $3,000, would you bid 3,500? 3,500 now 35 and a 5 bid 35. 3,500, one more time, 3,250 before we say goodbye. 3,250, there it is now 35. 35 and a 5 bid 35 and a 5 bid 35, get them on 35 and a 5 bid 35. I'm at 3,250 now 35, we're going to sell it, would you bid 3,250? Now 35. Would you bid 3,500? Here we go, 3,500, last call, and we have sold it for $3,250. Louisville, Kentucky, paddle number 667. All right, so I gave you a couple of teasers along the way that we were heading toward the big daddy, the crescendo. I'm talking the peak and the very best of the best in tonight's auction. And to share more, again, Fred Minnick.
Hey, next up, we have the Black Bowmore 50-year-old. Now, this is a really important bottle. There's only 159 of these bottles, really, in the world. If you think about that, that is crazy, crazy rare. This is from 1964. Now, think about this for a second. Right now, we know of Scotch for their single malts, but in 1964, we only knew Scotch for blended Scotch. Now, there were single malts on the market, but they were not commonplace. So when this was distilled, when this was created, the liquid was likely earmarked to be put into a blend. And the fact that we have it here all to ourselves all these years later makes it all the more special. This is an incredibly rare release, and it's supposed to be complicated. I've not tasted it, but I've never had a Bowmore I didn't like. So good luck bidding on it. If you get it, call me. I wanna see if you get it, could you give me a pour? I don't think I can afford this one. Good luck.
Oh, Fred, you're almost begging right there. Oh, look at this. Oh, beautiful. The Bowmore, 1964. Check this out. This bottle is 2 months older than I am. That is so hard to believe. It's true. It's from November of 64. I was born in January of 65. Unbelievable. This is such a rare opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. Only 159 bottles were produced and released globally. It's presented in a hand-blown bottle created by sculpting studio Glastrom with cork tops made of Scottish silver. Each bottle is filled and sealed by hand and encased in a handmade Scottish oak cabinet, beautifully created by John Galvin of John Galvin Design. It's an exceptionally rare bottle. It's amazing that we have it here to offer to you tonight. It is valued at $80,000. That deserves a round of applause. An $80,000 bottle of whiskey hitting the auction block right now. Here we go. Let's make this happen. I'm at 15,000. Let's go 20. 20,000 now 20 with a 20 now 20 with 20 now 20 I'm at 17.5. Now $20,000 where would it be 20? 20,000 now 20 with 20 now 20 with 20. $20,000. Come on 17,500. Who'll go 20,000 now 20 with 20? 20,000 now 20 with 20 now 20 now 20 with 20. $20,000. You've been waiting for this one. The star of the show is here. Your opportunity is here. Bid with confidence. You'll probably never ever get this opportunity again. Don't let it pass you by. 17.5 would have been 20. 20,000 now 20 would have been 20 now 20. $20,000 would have been 20. 20 now 20, get them on 20 now 20. $20,000, I'm at 17,500. Mound, Minnesota, are you thinking? Louisville, Kentucky, Montgomery, Alabama. Who's going to pull the trigger? 17.5, it's worth $80,000. Would you go 20,000? 20,000 now 20, bid on 20 now 20, bid 20 now 20, bid 20. $20,000 bid 20. 20,000 now 20, bid 20. All right, we'll slow step it. 18,000. Who's going to go 18,000? 18,000 now 18 would have been 18. There's 18 now 19. 19,000 now 19 would have been 19 now 19 would have been 19. 19,000 now 19. Go ahead. 19,000 now 19. 18,000's bid now 19,000. $19,000 would have bid it. 19,000 now 19 would have been 19 now 19 would have been 19,000 now 19. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a reserve on this item. It's one of the few, but understandably so. We're valued at $80,000 and we are under the money on this item. 18,000 now 19. 19,000 now 19 would have been 19 now 19 would have been 19 now 19 would have been 19 now 19 would have been 19,000. 19,000 would have been 19. There's 19 now 20. $20,000 now 20. 20,000 now 20 would have been 20 now 20 would have been 20 now 20 would have been 20. $20,000 would have been it. 20,000 now 20 get them on 20 would have been 20 now 20 would have been 20. $20,000 get them on 20 now 20 would have been 20. I'm at 19,000 now, $20,000. $20,000. It's valued at $80,000. We're under the reserve. Let's get there. $20,000. Would you bid it? 20,000 now 20. 20,000 now 20. Get them on 20, bid 20 now 20. $20,000. Let's bid it. $20,000 would have been 20. 20,000 now 20, bid 20. I'm at 19 now 20. $20,000. Would you bid it? $20,000. 20,000, folks. There it is, 20,000. Still under the reserve, but we can get there. Who's going 21? 21 now, 21 would have been 21. Now 1 would have been 21. 21,000 now, 21 would have been 21. Now 21. 21,000, then I'm on 21 would have been 21. Now 21. 21,000, 21,000, 21,000. Ladies and gentlemen, this exceptional bottle is worth $80,000. We're now at 21,000. 22. 22, 22, 22, 2 would have been 22, now 2 would have been 22. $22,000 would have been 22. 22,000, get them on 22, 2 would have been 22, now 2 would have been 22. 22,000, now 22. 22,000, now 22. 22,000. 22,000, thank you, now 23. 23,000, now 23, would have been 23, now 23. I'll let you know when we hit the reserve. We're at 22,000, now 23. 23,000, now 23, get about 3, now 3, would have been 23. 23,000, now 23, would have been 23, now 23. $23,000, would you bid it? 23,000, now 23, would have been 23. 23, 23, let's stop the bidding. We are too far away from the $80,000 value and the reserve that is unpublished, and I can't reveal it this time because we have not hit it. We will make this opportunity available at another time. We'll inform everybody who is watching and participating today And hopefully we can get you back, do some studying on it, because at that kind of value, with the prestige and provenance of this incredible bottle, and the bids are still coming in, but we're not there yet at $23,000. So we'll go ahead and stop the bidding right here. Thank you for everyone who bid at this point. This is a pass. Yes. We will let you know, because we will bring that back to auction. We'd like to see that special, special bottle land with a very, very special buyer. So next up, here we go. It's lot number 25. By the way, they want me to keep reminding you that if you're a winning bidder on any of these items and your phone rings, answer it, because that is the Speed Art Museum reaching out to you to make sure that they are good to go with credit cards and everything else that needs to be done once you're the winning bidder. Let's find out who the winning bidder of this incredible experience, lot number 25, Barn 8 and Barrel Select bottles with Old Fitzgerald Hospitality Decanter. This one is beautiful. You will enjoy a bespoke weekend designed by Steve Wilson, a custom package like no other at a place like no other. Highlights include staying 2 nights at the 1830s main house, VIP bourbon tasting led by bourbon steward Adam Walpole, 2 crafted and curated dinners by executive chef Allison Settle, freedom to tour exclusive parts of Heritage Farm, the Queen's Brunch, featuring, and you've been watching, a ride in Clark Gable's carriage through the farm where Queen Elizabeth viewed yearlings in 1984. Access to the new art walk along Sinking Fork Creek, where internationally acclaimed artist Ricardo Rivera will take your breath away. Plus, we have 6 bottles of Barn 8 Unique Barrel Selection, a rare 1973 Hospitality Decanter. The bottles include the Old Fitzgerald from '73, the Weller Full Proof, Woodford Reserve Double Oaked, Old Forester, Maker's Mark Private Select, and New Riff. It's an incredible immersion and a journey you will never forget. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. What do you say we start the bidding out at $2,000? Now $3,000, where would it be 3? There's $2,500, now 3. $3,000, now 3, bid them on 3, to bid 3, now 3, now 35. Oh, 4, now 5. 5,000, I'm with you. 5, now 5. 6. 6,000, now 6, bid them on 6. What is 6? I'm at 5,000 here and a 6,000, where would it be 6? $6,000, now 6, get them on 6, what is 6? $6,000, I'm at 5 here and a 6,000, where? 6,000, now 6, bid them on 6, what is 6? $6,000, would you bid it? 6,000, now 6, get it on 6, what is 6? I'm at 5,000, let's go 5,500. 5,500, now 55. Nope, there's 6. Now 65. 65 divided by 65 would have been 65 divided by 65. Union, Kentucky in the lead. Longboat Key come back in. 6,500, now 65. 65 divided by 65 divided, get them on 5 would have been 65 divided by 65. 6,500, 6,000's bid, now 6,500 where? 6,500, now 65 divided by 65. 6,500, this one's valued at $8,000. There's 65. Now 7. 7,000, get them on 7 would have been 7, now 7. 7,000, now 7, bid them on 7 would have 7. 7,000, get them on 7, would you 7, 7, would you 7. $7,000, I'm at 6,500. $7,000, would you bid it? Thank you, Longboat Key, but oh, just like that, you're out. Union, Kentucky in at 7,000. Now 7,500. 75 divided by 75 divided by 75. 7,500, now 75 divided by 75, now 75. Still under the value here, would you bid 75? Longboat Key, come back in one time, $7,500. 7,500, now 75 divided by 75 divided by 75. Nashville, jump in here, 7,500, now 75. $7,000, 7,500. Would you bid it? Here we go. Last and final opportunity at $7,500. $7,250, I'll take it. Now 75. 75 divided by 75 divided by 75. 7,500, now 75. 75 divided by 75 would have been 75. I'm at $7,250, now 75. 7,500, 7,500, and I have $7,500. Now $7,750. $7,750 would have been $7,750. $7,500's bid, now $7,750. Longboat Key, come back in. $7,750, would you bid it? $7,750, 50 bid about $7,750. $7,500 bid, $7,750. Going once, going twice, third and final time, and I have sold it for $7,500. Union, Kentucky paddle 393. Congratulations. Lot number 26. Here we go. It's Angel's Envy Kentucky Straight Bourbon, finished in Japanese Marzarana Mizurana oak casks. Now, this was just released last month. This is so special. On August 19th of 2010, Lincoln, Wes, and Kyle Henderson filled their first Ruby Port wine barrel with Kentucky straight bourbon. 10 years later, Angel's Envy is celebrating that momentous anniversary with a blend of 2 Kentucky straight bourbons in a 50-50 ratio, finished for an additional 2 years in a hand-selected, charred, new Japanese Mizurana oak casks. Now, each collectible bottle is packaged in a cut crystal reusable decanter. This one is very special, very rare, and a great opportunity for you. Here we go. What do you say? Let's start it out at 250. 250 to go to 250. 250, 50, bid about 250. There's 1,000. I love it. Now 1,250, 1,500. 1,500 now 15 would have been 15 now 15 would have 15. 1,750 now 1,750. 1,750 get about 1,750 now $2,000. 2,000 now 2 would have been 2 now 2 would have been 2. I'm at 1,750 would have been 2. 2,000 now 2 get them on 2. $2,000 come back in at 2. 2,000 now 2 get them on 2 would have been 2 now 2 would have been 2. 2,000 now 2 would have been 2. California come on back. 2,000 now 2 would have been 2. 2,000 now to Cypress, Texas. Come on in here. You got us started on this one at 1,000. Come back in at 2,000 now 2 would have been 2. 2,000 now 2 would have been 2 now 2 would have been 2. $2,000 would have been it. I'm at 1,750 now. $2,000. We're gonna sell it. 1,750 now 2 would have been 2 now 2. 2,000 now 2. 2,000 now 2. And I have sold it at 1,750. Nashville, Tennessee, paddle number 211. Congratulations. Lot number 28 is the Old Carter Bourbon and Barrelhead. Old Carter Whiskey Company is a passion project by husband and wife team Mark and Sherry Carter. They produce fine wines in Napa Valley. What is, oh, did I jump ahead? You guys are awesome for keeping me on track. Whew, here we go. Let's back. We'll tell you about that one in a second. Lot number 27 is Maker's Mark Collection. It's an all-in-one Maker's Mark collection spanning multiple styles, eras, and even local college teams. This lot offers 7 bottles of collectible Maker's Mark, including Maker's Mark Private Select, Grandma's Kitchen, Maker's Mark Limited Release Wood Finishing Series 2019. We have Maker's Mark Keeneland 25th Anniversary 2011, Maker's Mark Blue Red Wax Series, Maker's Mark signed by Rob Samuels and Bill Samuels Jr. And then check this out. We have the University of Kentucky Basketball 1998 National Championship bottle and the competitors University of Louisville Tom Jurich ACC bottle. My goodness, this is an awesome Maker's Mark collection. I have $500. Who'll go 750 to go to 750? 750, 50 would have been 750 now, 50 would have been 750. I'm at 500 here and a 750 where on lot number 27. 750, 50 would have been 750 now, $1,000 where. 1,000, thank you now, 1,250. 1,250, 50 would have been 1,250. 1,250 now, 1,250 would have been 1,250. 1,250, 50 would have been 1,250. There's 1,250 now, 1,500. 1,500, is this one going to the blue or the red? And I do mean basketball, nothing else. Who's going 1,500? 1,500 now, 15 would have been 15 now, 15 would have hit football too. What am I saying? Just not politics. 1,500 now, 15 would have been 15 now, 15 would have been 15. 1,500 now, 15 would have been 15. Wildcat fans, where are you? Cardinal fans, where are you? $1,500. What do you say? 1,500 now, 15 would have been 15. I'm at 1,250 here now, 1,500. Are you gonna bid it? 1,500 would have been 15 now, 15 would have been 15 now, 15 would have been 15. Lots of Kentucky, Louisville, Union, Louisville, and then Belton, Texas. A Maker's Mark fan in Texas? Of course there is. Come on and bid. I'm at 1,250 now, 1,500. 1,500 now, 15 would have been 15 now, 15 would have been 1,500. 1,500. Here we go. We're going to sell it. $1,500, and I have sold it for $1,250. Sold it for $1,250. Congratulations, Union, Kentucky. Paddle number 393. Are we at lot number 28? Now we're at 28. Thank you very much. Keep me straight. That's what's important. All right, here we go. It's the Old Carter Bourbon and Barrelhead that we started to tell you about, but listen up. This has a great story. Old Carter Whiskey Company is a passion project by husband and wife team Mark and Sherry Carter. They produce fine wines in Napa Valley that have scored 9 perfect 100s by critics. That's amazing. The whiskey business found them several years ago when they partnered with a Kentucky friend to resurrect a long dormant brand. That brand sold in 2017, but the Carters were hooked on whiskey and the state of Kentucky, so they started Old Carter Whiskey Company. This package comes with 2 bottles of Old Carter straight bourbon whiskey and 1 Old Carter Barrelhead, all signed by Mark and Sherry. What a great story. Here we go. I have $500. Would you bid? $750, now $1,000. $1,000, now $1,250, now $1,500. $1,500, now $15, would have been $15, now $15, would have been $15. $1,250, now $1,500, would have been $15. $1,500, now $15, would have been $15, now $15, $15, would have been $1,500. $1,250's bid, now $1,500. $1,500, Advance, North Carolina, Florence, South Carolina, and Bentonville, Arkansas. You've all been in there. Will you come back at $1,500? $1,500, now $15, would have been $15, now $15, would have been $15. $1,500, I'm at $1,250, now $1,500. $1,500, the old Carter Bourbon and Barrelhead. $1,500, now $15, would have been $15, now $15, now $15, now $15, would have been $1,500. $1,500, $1,250's bid, $1,500, and I have, last chance, I have sold it for $1,250. Sold it for $1,250. Paddle number 431. Congratulations. Next up, lot number 29, the Brown-Forman Trio, a marvelous trio of Woodford Reserve and Old Forester. So first up here for you is the Woodford Reserve Distillery Series 5 Wood, signed by Chris Morris. Woodford Reserve 5 Wood began as standard bourbon, aged in a standard oak barrel, but then that same liquid was finished with 4 other magnificent brands. Woodford Reserve Distillery Series products are available only at the distillery and at select Kentucky retailers. Next up, Old Forester, the President's Choice 2020 release, signed by Campbell Brown. Old Forester Birthday Bourbon, signed by Campbell Brown. I love it. The more I read, the more they bid. The bids keep coming in, $1,000 up to $2,500. Now $3,000. Where would it be? $3,000. $3,000 now. $3,000 would have been $3,000. $3,000 now. $3,000. Get them on $3,000 to be $3,000. Now $3,000 would have been $3,000. I'm at $2,500 here. Now $3,000. Where would it be? $3,000. $3,000 now. $3,000. Oh, come back, California. Prospect, Kentucky. Brecksville, Ohio. Who's going to go $3,000 now? $3,000 would have been $3,000. Now $3,000 would have been $3,000. Longboat Keys watching. $3,000 now. $3,000 would have been $3,000. Now $3,000 would have been $3,000. $3,000 now. $3,000 would have been $3,000. $2,500 now. $3,000 would have been $3,000. 3 great bottles here. Great stories to tell. Great bourbon to enjoy. Would you bid $3,000 now? $3,000. Get them on $3,000 to be $3,000. Now $3,000 would have been $3,000. Now $3,000 would have been $2,750. Now $3,000. $3,000 now. $3,000 would have been $3,000. Now $3,000 would have been $3,000. $3,000 now. $3,000 would have been it. $2,750 now. $3,000 where? $3,000 where? $3,000 where? Here we go. We're going to sell it. $2,750. Would you bid $3,000? Now $3,250. $3,250. Now $3,500. $3,500 divided by $3,500 divided by $3,500 divided by $3,500 would have been $3,500. Louisville, Lightfoot, come on back. $3,500 now. $3,500 divided by Union, Kentucky's in the lead. $3,500 divided by $3,500 would have been $3,500 divided by $3,500 would have been $3,500. $3,500 now. $3,500 divided by $3,500. $35. Here we go. We're going to sell it. Your last and final shot at this incredible trio. $3,500, and I have sold it for $3,250 to Union, Kentucky. Paddle number 393, a multiple winner here tonight. All right, lot number 30. This is the Barrel Craft Spirits, Bourbon, and Whiskey. The barrels harvested for this limited release were selected for their refined properties and extraordinary flavor profile. The complex 15-year-old bourbon was blended and bottled at peak maturity so you can experience its true flavor. It's a perfect union of grain and barrel with an old oaky nose and a deep honey maple palate that reveals the lushness of the grain. That sounds amazing. At 25 years old, the Barrel Craft Spirits whiskey offers the depth of highly matured whiskey, complemented by a barrel finish. The underlying dry nuttiness adds a new dimension to the whiskey that makes it absolutely exceptional. This is lot number 30, the Barrel Craft Spirits, Bourbon, and Whiskey. And I have $500. $750, where would it be? $750, $8,000, now $1,250. $1,250, thank you, now $1,500. $1,500, now $15, would it be $15, now $15, now $15, would it be $1,500. $1,250's bid, now $1,500, where would it be? $15. $1,500, now $15, would it be $15, now $15, would it be $1,500. $1,500, I'm with a bidder here in Louisville, Kentucky, Apex, North Carolina, Florence, South Carolina, Belton, Texas. Come back in, we're at $1,250. Would you bid $1,500? $1,500, now $15, would have been $15, now $15, now $15, would have been $1,500, now $15. $1,500 is all, would have been $1,500, now $15. $1,500, now get them on $15, would have been $15, now $15, now $15, would have been $1,500. $1,500, are we stopping there? $1,250, $1,500, and I have, fair warning, $1,500. It is continuing at $1,500 now, $1,750, now $2,000. Now we're going $2,000 now two. Get them on two to bid two. $2,000 now two to bid two. Now two to bid two. $1,750's bid now $2,000 where? $2,000 now two to bid two. Now two to bid two. Now two to bid two. Longboat Key, you're outbid. Come back in $2,000. Would you bid it? $2,000 now two to bid two. Now two to bid two. $2,000 now two to bid two. Now two. Get them on two to bid two. Now two to bid two. Longboat Key, you're waiting for me to shut it down, and here it comes. We have $1,750 looking for $2,000. And I have Sold it for $17.50 to Union, Kentucky. Paddle number 393, another winner for them. All right, yes, come on, let's keep it going. Lots of excitement. We are in the home stretch, ladies and gentlemen. Next up is lot number 31. This is the Buffalo Trace Series. 5 of Buffalo Trace's finest bottles in one package. This includes the Old Rip Van Winkle 10, the Weller 12-year, Weller Full Proof, and 2 bottles of Blanton Single Barrel Select. You bet we have a bid of $17.50. Now $2,000. $2,000 now 2 would have been 2. Now 2 would have been 2. $27.50 now 3. $3,000 now 35. $32.50 now 35. 35 would have been 35. $37.50. $37.50 would have been $37.50. Would have been $37.50. $37.50. Get them on $37.50. Would have been $37.50. $37.50. Keep it going. $37.50. There it is, all the way up to $4,000. Now $42.50. $42.50. 50. Get them on $42.50. $42.50 would have been $42.50. 50 would have been $42.50. $42.50. Got it. Now $45. $4,500. Now $45 would have been $45 would have been $45. Greensburg, Indiana. Come on back. Sugar Hill, Georgia's in the lead. $42.50. Would have been $45. $45 would have been $45 would have been $45. Purdue Dude, come back in, Purdue Dude. $4,500. He did. Here we go. Keep it going now. $47.50. $47.50 would have been it. $47.50. 50 would have been $47.50. I'm at $4,500. $4,500 now. $47.50. Come on, Sugar Hill, Georgia. Don't let him buy your bourbon. $4,500. $47.50 would have been it. $47.50 would have been it. $47.50. Here we go. We're going to sell it. $47.50. Look at that. $5,000. Now $52.50. Keep it going. $52.50. 50 would have been $52.50. $52.50 would have been $52.50. $5,000 is bid. Lots of spirited bidding. Union, Kentucky in the lead. Longboat Key, Greensburg, Indiana, Sugar Hill, Georgia. You're all in second place together. That's not where you want to be in an auction. Come on, first place awaits. Who's going to do it? I'm at $5,000 now. $52.50. $52.50 would have been $52.50. $52.50 now. $52.50 would have been $52.50. $52.50. Here we go. We're going to sell it. $5,000 is bid. $52.50, going once, going twice, third and final time, and I have sold it for $5,000. Union, Kentucky, paddle number 393's on fire tonight. I love it. Lot number 32, a rare collector's edition, that is, of bourbon duos. 2 incredibly rare collector's edition bourbons from Dowling Distillery, both bottled in 1968. Collector's edition Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 21-year, an extraordinary old sour mash bourbon distilled and bottled in Kentucky bourbon country, famous for many generations of fine bourbon made from the finest ingredients obtained and leisurely aged under ideal conditions in new charred white oak barrels for 21 years. We proudly offer this limited release to those seeking the finest Kentucky bourbon in existence. Keep the bidding going because you also get the Dowling Deluxe 14-year Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, bottle number 804, aged 14 years, bottled in Tyrone Anderson, Kentucky. Oh, Tyrone Anderson, that's Anderson County, Kentucky. Sorry, I'm watching the bidding go crazy. I haven't asked for anything. I love it. Keep it coming. You don't need me right now. You guys are on fire. Here we go. It's at $3,000. What are you going to do next? $3,000 now, 3 would have been 3. What's next? $32.50 now, 35. 35, thank you. Now $37.50. $37.50 would have been $37.50. Would have been $37.50. Now $4,000. Let's go. $4,000 now, 4. Get it on forward before. $4,000 now, 4. Yes. Now $42.50. $42.50 would have been $42.50. $42.50. $42.50. You can do it. Would have been $42.50. $50 would have been $42.50. $42.50. Longboat Key, Nashville, Prospect. $42.50 now. $45. $45 would have been $45. Would have been $45. $4,500 now. $45 would have been $45. $45. $47.50. $47.50 would have been it. $47.50 would have been it. $47.50. 50. Get them on $47.50 now. $47.50. $4,500 is bid now. $47.50. $47.50. Let's do it. $47.50. $47.50. Yes. Now 5. $5,000 now. 5. Get it on 5. Would have been 5 now. 5 would have been 5 now. 5 would have been 5. $5,000. $5,000. $5,000. They're getting restless. $5,000. Now $52.50. $52.50 would have been $52.50. $52.50. Would you do it? $52.50. Now $55. $55. $55. $5,500 now. $55 would have been $55. Get them on $55 would have been. Get it on $55 would have been now $55. $5,500 is all. I'm at $52.50. $5,500. Got it. Now $57.50. $57.50 now. $57.50. $57.50 would have been it. $57.50. $57.50. Nashville. 5750, you did it. Thank you. Now 6,000. There it is. Now 6250. 6250. 6250. We can do it. 6250 would have been 6250. 6250. Now 65. 65 and I've been 65. 6750 now. 6750 would have been 6750. Now 7,000. 7,000. Thank you. Now 7250. 7250. 7250. 7250. Come on, Nashville. 7250 would have been 7250. Now 7250. 7250 would have been it. 7250. I'm at $7,000. 7250 where? 7250 going once. 7250. Thank you. Now 75. Now. Who's going 77.5? 77.50, would you bid it? 77.50 Nashville, would you go 77.50? 77.50, 77.50 one time. 77.50, here we go, we're gonna sell it. I'm at 7,500, 77.50, now 8,000. 8,000, now 8, bid them on 8, now 8, would have been 8, now 8, now 8, now 8, would have been 8. $8,000, we've come this far. What is it, to Grady, 1371? Come on back in. Would you go $8,000 right here, right now? 8,000, yes! Now 8250, 8250, 8250 would have been 8250, 50 would have been 8250, 8250 would have been 8250, 8250 would have been 8250, would have been 8250, now 8250, 8250, got it, 8,500, 8,500 now 85, 8,500 now 85 and about bid 85 and about bid 85 and about bid 85 and about bid 85. Come back Louisville, 8,500 now 85 and about bid 85, 8,500 now 85. 8250's bid, 8,500, got it. Let's make it a jump, 9,000. $9,000, we'll be here all night. $9,000 would have been 9. I'm at 8,500. This should seal the deal. This should seal the deal. Nashville, pull the trigger. It'll put it to bed, put it to rest. This will be yours. Will you go 9,000? 9,000, 9,000, 9,000 and 9. There's 9,000. 9,500, 9,500, now 95, and if I've been 95, and if I've been 95, would have been 95, and if I've been 95, would have been 95, now 95 would have been 95. 9,500, now 95, and if I've been 95, would have been 95. Louisville, it's your turn, just $9,500. You've come this far. There it is, 9,500, $10,000 right now. Who'll go 10,000, now 10 would have been 10, now 10 would have been 10. 10,000, now 10 would have been 10, now 10 would have been 10. $10,000. 10-5, 10-5, and if I've been 10-5, would have been 10-5, would have been 10-5. 10-5, and if I've been 10-5, would have been 10-5, would have been 10-5, now 10-5. $10,500, would you bid it? 10,500 would have been 10-5, would have been 10-5. $10,500, 10-5, would have been 10-5, would have been 10-5, would have been 10-5. 10-5, Louisville, you've come this far. This quit making sense thousands of dollars ago. Come on, don't let it get away. $10,500, would you bid it? 10,500 would have been 10-5. 10-5 would have been 10-5, would have been 10-5, would have been 10-5. 10-5 would have been 10-5. 10-5 now 11. 11,000. Back at it, Nashville. 11,000 now 11 would be 11. Now 11 would be 11. Now 11 would be 11. $11,000 where would it be 11? 11,000 now 11 bid 11. Now 11 bid 11. Now 11 bid 11. Now 11 bid 11. Now 11 bid now 11. Would you bid $11,000? 10,500 is bid. Would you bid 11,000? Why do all this work and come in second place? Go for it. $11,000. If you want them to go for it, make some noise room. $11,000. $11,000, $11,000. Push the button now at 11,000. Here we go. We're gonna sell it. I'm at 10-5, $11,000, and I have sold it for $10,500. Woo! Right here in Louisville, Kentucky. Hold on. I need you to make some noise for our bidder from Nashville who helped get us there too. Thank you very much. Both of you, thank you so much. That was awesome. All right, next up we have lot number 33. This is Heaven's Door, the Bootleg Series 2019. Okay, so where are our Bob Dylan fans? That's what I want to know, because introducing the first expression of the Bootleg series by Heaven's Door, each offering is in the series is featuring one of Dylan's paintings on a custom ceramic bottle. Oh, Bob Dylan paintings on your own bottle. Here we go. The outer package will represent each volume to be collected over time and displayed on a bookcase or mantle. The 2019 edition is a 26-year age whiskey finished in Japanese I've messed that up twice now, and I know it. It's Japanese oak barrels. How about that? There we go. Yes, it's getting late. Two rarities together, a whiskey aged for 26 years and a highly precious Japanese wood vintage. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 33. We are off and running at $750, now $1,000. $1,000 where would it be $1,000? $1,000 now $1,000 bid $1,000. $1,000 would be $1,000 now $1,000 bid $1,000 now $1,000 bid $1,000. $1,000 now $1,000. Get on $1,000 bid $1,000 now $1,000. $1,000 I'm at $750. There's $1,000. $1,250. $1,250 50 would be $1,250. $1,250 50. Get them on $1,250 would be $1,250 now $50 now $50 now $1,250 now $1,500. $1,500 now 15 would have been 15. There it is now $1,750. $1,750 50 would have $1,750. $1,750 would you bid it? $1,750 50. Get on $1,750. $1,750 would have been $1,750. I'm at $1,500 now $1,750. Bob Dylan fans, keep your bidding going. $1,750 now $2. $2,000 now $2 would have been $2 now $2 would have been $2. There it is. Longboat Keys in at $2,000 now $2,250. $2,250 would have been $2,250. $2,250 50 would have been $2,250 now 50 now 50 would have been $2,250. $2,000 is bid. Prospect Kentucky come back at $2,250. $2,250 would have been $2,250. $2,250. I'm at $2,000 now $2,250. Here we go. We're going to sell it $2,250. $2,250. $2,250. Last call, and I have $2,250 now $25. $25 and I've been $25. Get them on $5 would have been $5 now $25. $2,500 now $25 and I've been $25. $2,500 now $25. $25 and about, get them on $25. $2,250's bid would have been $25. Longboat Key come back $2,500. $2,500 now $25 would have been $25 and about been $25. $2,500. I'm at $2,250. $25. Here we go. Last and final call at $2,500, and I have $2,500 now $2,750. $2,750 would have been $2,750. $2,750 get them on $50 now $50 would have been $2,750. $2,500's bid now $2,750. Union Kentucky come back, and they did. $2,750. Thank you now $3. $3,000 now $3 would have been $3. $3,000 now $3 get them on $3 would have been $3 now $3 would have been $3. $3,000 now $3 would have been $3 now $3 would have been $3 now $3 would have been $3. $3,000 would have been $3. $3,000 would have been $3. $3,000 get them on $3 would have been $3 now $3 would have been $3 now $3. $2,750's bid now $3. $3,000 last and final call for $3,000. There it is. Now, let's go $3,500. 35 would have been 35. 35 would have been 35. 3,500 now 35 would have been 35. 3,500. We've come this far. We're at 3,000 now 3,500. 3,500 now 35 would have been 35 would have been 35 would have been 35 would have been 35. 3,500 would have been 35. 35. 3,000 is bid. 3,500. Here we go. Last and final call at $3,000. Would you bid it? Would you bid it? And sold at $3,000. Congratulations, panel number 211. That was lot number 33. Here we go. Next up, it is lot number 34, and this is the Rabbit Hole Box Grail Kentucky Straight Rye Whiskey Cask Strength. Here we go. Introducing the first ever release from our Founders Collection. Our founder and whiskey maker, Kava say it for me, Stephen. Cave Zamignon. What a great name. I love it. Cave Zamignon hand-selected 7 barrels from our 6-year-old stock for this limited release. Only 1,315 bottles will be made available in select retailers across the country October 2020. Thank you, Cave Zamignon, for this incredible opportunity here, lot number 34. And here we go. We have $1,000. $1,500 now 15 would have been 15 now 50 would have been 1,500. 1,500 now 15 would have been 15 now 50 would have been 15. Now 2,000 where? 2,000 now 2 would have been 2 now 2 would have been 2 now 2 would have been 2. 2,000 now 2 get them on 2 would have been 2 now 2 would have been 2 now 2 would have been 2. I'm at $1,500 here and $2,000. Where would have been 2? 2,000 now 2 would have been 2 now 2 would have been 2. 2,000 now 2 and I'm at 15 now 2 2 2 would have been 2. 2,000 now 2 come back Union Kentucky now 2. 2,000 now 2 would have been 2 now 2 would have been 2 now 2 now 2 now 2 would have been 2. How about 1,750? Would you do 1,750? 1,750 50 would have been 1,750. I'm at 1,500 now 1,750. 1,750 now 2. 2,000 now 2 would have been 2 now 2 would have been 2. 2,000 now 2 would have been 2. Get them on 2 would have been 2 now 2 would have been 2. 1,750's bid now $2,000. Where would have bid it? 2,000 now 2 would have been 2 now 2 would have been 2. $2,000 would you bid it? 1,750 now 2. Here we go. We're wrapping up. We're gonna sell it. Would you go $2,000? Last and final chance at $2,000, and I have sold it for $1,750. Once again, Union Kentucky getting a ton of bourbon here tonight. We love you, Union Kentucky, paddle number 393. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here. It's our final bottle of the night, our final opportunity of the night. How about a round of applause for the incredible bidding and support of the Speed Art Museum? Here it is. Lot number 35. This is the Jim Beam Kentucky Derby 100th anniversary decanter. This is so special. Take a look. Folks, this will be our last lot of the evening, and we are auctioning off a piece of history right here. A rare 1974 100th Kentucky Derby unopened Jim Beam decanter with the tax seal and original packaging. Our final auction item of the night, lot number 35. What do you say? Looking for an opening bid? Who'll do 250 to go to 250? 250, 50, 250, 500, now 750, now 50. Now 750, would 750, $1,000. $1,000, now 1,000, bid 1,050, would now 1,000. 1,000, now 1,000, bid $1,000, would you bid it? 750's bid, now $1,000, where would you bid 1,000? $1,000, now 1,000, bid 1,000, now 1,000, bid 1,000. It's unopened. It's $1,000. Thank you. 1,250 would have been 1,250. The 1974 100th Kentucky Derby. I'm at 1,250, now 1,500. 1,500, now 15, now 15 would have 15. 15, now 1,750. 1,750, 50 would have 1,750, would have 1,750. 1,750 now 2,000 now 2 would have been 2, now 2 would have been 2. 2,000 now 2, get them on 2 would have been 2, now 2 would have been 2. 1,750's bid, $2,000. Where would have bid it? Nashville, come back in. Georgetown, Campbellsville. Who's going to go 2,000 now 2 would have been 2, now 2 would have been 2, now 2. Unopened Jim Beam decanter, tax seal, and original packaging. This is special. Who's going to go 2,000 now 2 would have been 2, now 2 would have been 2. $2,000. Would you bid it? 2,000 now 2 would have been 2. Georgetown's in the lead now. Nashville, where are you? 2,000 now 2 would have been 2, now 2 would have been 2, now 2 would have been 2. $2,000. Would you bid it? 2,000 now 2, 2,000 now 2. Here we go. We're going to sell it. Your last chance at $2,000 for this piece of history. Our final offering of the night, lot number 35. And I have $2,000. Thank you, Longbow Key. Now 2,250. 2,250 would have been 2,250. 50 would have been 2,250. 2,250. Georgetown, come back. Would have been 2,250. 2,250. 50 would have been 2,250. 2,250. Would you bid it? Our final offering of the night, 2,250. And I have sold it for $2,000. Congratulations, Longbow Key, with the last win of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. The wonderful support of the Speed Art Museum that you've shown this year during our virtual event. Of course, we want to be back here for the Art of Bourbon in person next year, but we didn't have that chance. But that didn't matter to you. You joined us in numbers, in mass, and we thank you so much for your support. We want to remind everyone that an email is coming with pickup instructions. We also want to thank our presenting sponsor one more time, the Glenview Trust Company. And thank you to our other supporting sponsors, our Kaplan Johnson, Abate and Bird, Northern Trust, Heller High Water, Prestige AV, and Creative Services. They're the ones that made this magic happen tonight. Yeah, give yourselves a round of applause. And the raffle. Oh, wonderful. Hold on. Time out. We have the raffle winner for the Yeti. Right over here. We have the Yeti cooler. All right, let me get the, okay. We've got the Yeti cooler here. We got the Starlight. We've got the Pappy 15, the Old Elk. And the winner of it is Tom O'Grady. Congratulations, Tom. In the nick of time. Thank you.
People want the Bowmore back up. You want to try it?
People are asking for the Bowmore to come back up. What's the opening bid?
Well, we're still at what we have before.
We'll give it a shot. Of course we will. I don't say no to that. We were, where did we leave off on it? Do you remember? About 17, 18,000, 23? Okay, more than I thought. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to remind, this is a reserve item. It's worth $80,000. It's right here behind me. This is so special. Everything, including the packaging, is special. I mentioned earlier, this is from 1964. This thing is 2 months older than I am. You just cannot get your hands on an opportunity like this. And our reserve is not $23,000. No, it is higher. Let's get there. Let's make this happen. 23,000 is bid. 24,000, let's get to even numbers. 24,000, we'll get to 25 next. 23, now 24. 24,000, now 24, would have been 24, now 24, would have been 24. 24,000, now 24. 24,000, now 24, would have been 24, now 24. I don't show anybody hovering, do you? 24,000, now 24, would have been 24. Brian? 24,000, now 24, would have been 24, now 24. I'm at 23, now 24, would have been 24, would have been 24. 24, Brian, do you have anybody hovering? 24, 25. 25 would have been 25. 25,000, now 25, would have been 25, would have been 25, would have been 25. 25,000, now 25. 25,000, now 25. 25,000. Okay, I see Nashville as being the one that wants this. Let's give Nashville. Can Nashville up his bid to whatever he wants it to be? Brian? Show your cards, Nashville. Let's see if we can make this happen. It's not 24, and we won't milk it one area at a time. Put your bid down. Show your cards right now. Show us that you want this, and I'll let you know how close we're getting to the reserve if we're not there. Roughly speaking, that is. It's an unpublished reserve. I'm at $24,000. Show your cards if you want this. Show us what you're willing to spend. This is under the money. We cannot sell it for $24,000. It's worth $80,000. What are you willing to offer? What are you willing to offer? Here's our last chance, and I'll tell you what we'll do. We're going to reach out to you specifically. I see two people, two bidders that are on there right now, and the other ones who had. We will reach out to you and see if we can make this happen after this program. We were in the middle of saying thank you to everyone who made tonight happen. It was unbelievable. It was virtual. It was full of energy, full of great bidding. You're getting some great bourbons, and the Speed Art Museum continues their amazing mission. So thank you. On behalf of the Speed Art Museum, Stephen, Matthew, the incredible team, my name is Bill Menish. Good night. We'll see you back next year.